Welcome to Javon's Night Flicks. 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 The live streams popping, the comments are rocking, and Insomniac's favorite, no need for 'em knocking. You are now in the sit and spin, I'm at it again. About to hit you with some slapping content. Look at my pocket, I got a piece of steel in it. Real knife lover, they be feeling it, giveaway winner. I hope that you reelin' it, about to take off like the top of a penmanship. Got an extensive collection, I'm giving them flips like a river. This is a reflection of my craftsmanship, and I am the captain. If it ain't 3V, then it's ABL. Saying AD2, then it's Kush as well. It's hard to sell, they starve to swell. So pardon yourself, you pardon yourself. I might as well carry 2 knives for one job. Out the front, and the other is a hawk. Chilling with hawk, cutting the box. The comment is popping, it's full of the ox. Welcome to Javon's Night Flicks. Welcome to Javon's Night Flicks. Welcome to Javon's Night Flicks. Welcome to Javon's Night Flicks.
Eyes wide open, the clock don't rest. Street lights flicker, got a blade in my chest. Not fear, just thrills as the steel shines thin. In the glow of my Insomniac, sit and spin. Late night cuts where the stories begin. Fingers on fire and the metal's my kin. Stream it live where the fearless win. This is Javon's Night Flicks, sit and spin. Glit in the dark, oh the dance so slick. The edge does the talking, every sound it clicks. World's asleep but the shimmer won't fade. Precision's my game and the craft's my blade. Late night cuts where the stories begin. Fingers on fire and the metal's my kin. Stream it live where the fearless win. This is Javon's Night Flicks, sit and spin. Under moonlight, the sparks they fly. Sharp as my wit, slicing through the sky. The rhythm of midnight, sharp edges sing.
The Insomniac sitting spins now in the air for all the night freaks who can't sleep. I'm the Insomniac Javon, and today we're gonna take a look at some of my flicks. So you're getting where you fit in. Sit down, shut up, and listen. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And don't forget to flick it. Welcome to the Insomniac Sit and Spin. Welcome to the Insomniac Sit and Spin. Welcome to the Insomniac Sit and Spin. Play. Late night, patty whack, give a dog a bone. Grab a snack, sit right back and never be alone. It's time for Insomniac Sit and Spin. A knife live stream and a gathering of friends. Insomniac Sit and Spin is about to start, so come on in and do your part. Javon's Night Flicks is the channel you seek for new knife reviews and a show every week. Fight.
Went out because we only had a little bit, but are you high on cigarettes? And when that stuff runs out, you're gonna want to make it. Are you high on cigarettes?
Let's watch Javon's weirdness and get high on cigarettes. Let's watch Javon's weirdness and get high on cigarettes. Let's watch Javon's weirdness and get high on cigarettes. Let's watch Javon's weirdness and get high on cigarettes. Do you know that you're right or wrong? 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 He don't smoke 'em, but he loves it when you do. That's why he's high on cigarettes. And if you find him, you should light him up a few. He's getting high on cigarettes. watch Juvon's witness and get high on cigarettes. Let's watch Juvon's witness and get high on cigarettes. Let's watch Juvon's witness and get high on cigarettes. Let's watch Juvon's witness and get high.
Now this is the fear snake, the most venomous snake in the world. One bite from him and it's all over. Oh, no worries, mate. Luckily, we've had the anti-venom sent from America via FedEx. In my line of work, if you're not absolutely sure, you're absolutely dead. Oh, crikey. It appears we've used a different courier who hasn't arrived yet. It's okay because...
Too soon. What's up, everybody? Happy Tuesday. Welcome to Insomniac Sit and Spin. I hope y'all don't hear the buzz in my ear, but I'm just going to buzz right through it. Can y'all hear me okay? Can y'all see me okay? I hope you can. We're going to be low key tonight. I've got some cool stuff to show you guys. We'll look at some stuff together for the first time. I got something I want to unbox over here that will also be unboxed on film. So you guys are getting a preview to an unboxing. I'm going to start saying, hey, I'm going to assume you guys can hear me. I'm going to hope you guys can hear me. If not, reading my lips, yo. What's up, Marco? Channel member, good to see you, brother. Welcome, welcome, welcome. What is up, OCBD Stacking? Good to see you, brother. Neil McKenzie, channel member, what is up? Mrs. Smith, what is up? Kathleen, Sister Kathleen, good to see you always in the house. Richard Hopkins, the Roman Gnome, is in the house. Channel member, what's up, brother? I get that from Matisfaction. I should do something different. I should go, Paul Mills, what is up? My brother, channel member. Maybe I should do something like that. Autumn Wind, what's up? What is up? Good to see you. What's up? What is up? Happy Tuesday. So I think I'm almost gotten everybody. I'm getting to the bottom here. Joe Isabella, my shaman, the man, the myth, the legend himself. One of the cool things I'm going to be showing off tonight. And he is also a channel member. So we'll do the record scratch. That's what we'll do. We always change the rules around here because there are no rules. It's sit and spin. You guys chat. You guys throw questions out. I'm going to do my best while we're having time like this to watch the chat. When I'm looking over here, I'm not seeing the chat like when I'm getting ready to show you, or we're going to look at together what's in this box that came today in the mail. I'm drinking a Starbucks. No offense to people who don't like Starbucks. It's all they had. Alabama passed one of their little sneaky laws where they don't sell THC sodas here in the state of Alabama anymore. So there's that. Not that I like the flavor. They were good flavor. But I carried today my Dwyer. I've not gotten yet. Therapeutic Edge has mailed me. He just mailed it out today, maybe yesterday. I think it was today because of Martin Luther King Day. The Gripper V2. But this is a North Mountain blade, the same OEM of the Gripper V2. This is my Dwyer BBNM. It is in Sanmai SLD Magic. Really nice knife. It is a pocket shredder, but it stays in the pocket. And then I carried my little slip joint. I've got a review of this coming out. I really like this. I think it is a small single blade Stockman. I could be wrong. You slip joint people, please tell me. But I asked them down at the office. It was weird when I bought it. It was kind of a rare knife, but it is a single blade Wharncliffe, of course, one of my favorites. But it's the mini Stockman. I think it's a mini Stockman, not a mini Trapper, and that's by the way that it looks. It's not a swayback. I asked, but it is a mini. I want to say, and I've got to find out before I do the review. Cases, guys, I've a lot of them I've gotten pretty decent at. Like, I can talk to you about a Peanut. I can talk to you about a Trapper. I can talk to you about a Stockman, the way they normally come, or a Barlow. But there's a lot to learn. And then in my back pocket, I always carry in my 1931 Leatherworks sheath, which you can tell it's got a little ass curvature into it, which is fine. The knife is still straight as it can be. That is my fret. And if I had better lights on it, you could see the edgy logo. But my little fret, I sharpened this one. Held an edge very well, very sharp, still very toothy. I've got my brain just went somewhere totally different. But so that's what I carry today. Yeah, Richard, not like the scratch. Any seed to clumbing cases at the shop? See Dickolam. I don't think so, but let me look at that because I'll tell you what my favorite. I'm pulling it up right now. I'll tell you what my favorite color is the black smooth curly oak. Hold on, let me see what that's called. Black C case. Black C. Got clone. Here it is. I love the rust lock. That's what happens to be pulling up. I'm going to share this right now as we learn together. Now we've gotten our first White Bone 2026 is in, and I figured Friday. No, I do not have. Well, let me check that. I don't know if we've got any of those in right now. That's a beautiful material. And I'm going to be doing more of the little short, I don't know, they're like 18, 20-minute lives from Knives and More. I think they're pretty cool. 1,200 people came through and got to see that little shop, which is, I think it's cool. They didn't, I don't know if they watched the whole 18 minutes, but that's how many people were exposed to that little shop and that little live that I did where I had 7 or 8 knives laid out. I need to lay out more traditional, but it's kind of a pain because everything's in its own little place there, and when you grab it, I mean, it took probably 20, 30 minutes to just get those knives out where I could show them and get them back. Took another 30 minutes. Not a big deal. Something I'd be happy to do, but what's bad about it is I can start a live and then 2 or 3 people came in. We had a freaking tweaker come in today who was telling me all about his fucking problems. And he thought I was going to be the guy that was going to listen to him. I fucking turned him around in a heartbeat. I said, look, man, we all got shit. I hear you. And he was like, not just tweaking, he was fentanyl tweaking because he had his arm grabbing his arm behind him. So he was doing one of these numbers. And you could tell, he's fallen on some bad times. I felt bad for the guy. But he was talking about, I just love her so much, but she's taking this. I was like, look, dude, you need to get the fuck away from her. I'm not here to give you counseling, but he was charging. What he wanted to do was charge his phone. So he's charging his phone, which is one thing. It was nice that Tate let him charge his phone. But then he wants to start talking about life at 3:30 in the afternoon, which is not when I'm doing my life chatting, with people I don't know, who's really just dumping a whole bunch of fucking grief on me. And I was like, look, dude, the universe will provide, but what you're putting into the universe right now is really, really negative. And some of the stuff you're saying is borderline, I shouldn't be hearing it. He said 2 things that I shouldn't have heard. And I was like, look, man, I'm not volunteering to fucking listen to this shit. You need to just put a cork in it. So anyway, he was a joy. We have that from time to time. That's the second time it's happened. He was by far the most egregious, I guess we would say. He was quite a bit out of his mind. He knew knives, but he was definitely a tweaker. I've got Puck sleeping right behind me here, so at any given moment, Puck could give a good scratch just by jumping across the no doubt, Joe. You can come get therapy, but today I was not dishing the therapy he wanted to hear. I think he wanted me to say, "Oh man, I get it." I was like, "Look, dude, I went through a 20-year marriage. It was great. I've got a beautiful daughter. I'm glad to have her. God bless me. It was a tough divorce. We mediated." He was like, "Yeah, we were mediating." And then she got an attorney and I had to get an attorney. I was like, "Look, I could tell, I'm telling this to myself. This is my inner dialogue. All right, I've already gotten more than I wished for. You know, I didn't ask for, did it go to mediation? I didn't ask for, we got an attorney." And then he was talking about lost this, lost. I don't, look, man, life sucks. It's not fair. It that chooses winners, it chooses losers. I don't know how it picks up right now. I'm on the shit side of it. What can I tell you? It's going to change. Um, your phone should be charged. Call somebody who fucking cares, is what I wanted to say. I would have said if I thought about it, that would have been a good one. Hey man, I think your phone's got a good enough charge for you to call somebody who cares. Because my give up and fucks, my give a fucks have got up and gone. But he was asking for it. He wasn't he was literally a succubus. He was dealing with a succubus chick, and his only thoughts, at least what he was sharing with me, was finding another similar succubus. I was like, "Look, dude, you're fishing in the same pond for the same kind of grief. You know, if you're going to sit here and talk to me, I'm going to tell you what I think about it." Yeah, but Richard, did I ask for him to come in? I mean, I'm sure there was some cosmic path that brought him there. Maybe it was like a foreshadowing into what if I don't get my shit somewhat better pointed in the direction of north, that's where I'll be going. I don't think so. I don't know what it was. Because I believe me, I get karma lessons daily. Just dealing with my dad, but this dude was like from left field. I almost think that God sent me target practice, and I didn't take it any, like when he said, "What's that knife there?" I should have put it in his hand and just said, "Yeah, he's coming at me with a knife." 1931 Leatherworks, Terry, what is up? And he's a channel member. Joe Isabella, I hope I recognize you as not only my shaman, but a channel member. There's Derek for real. What's up, Derek? Derek, my man, what is happening, brother? You can't give somebody a quarter anymore and call somebody a cash. Dude, I'm telling you, it wasn't that. This guy was like hardcore tweaking, but it was the weird contortion of his arm behind. Like I would have thought maybe he's had a stroke, but there was some weird, somehow he grabbed his arm behind his back and he was manipulating it. It was like he's working himself as a puppet. It was fucking bizarre. I think I should have put a freedom pill or two in him, but I would never do that. And I would never turn my back on a tweaker with a sharp knife. And I don't turn my back on a tweaker. You know, I let him charge his battery and get the fuck out. And he did say, like, "I'm sorry I dumped on you." I was like, "Look, dude, it's fine. I was tuning you out. But, you know, you're not going to get anywhere, you know, pissing on Cheerios. It's not going to get you anywhere." You know, I was just glad to see him go. But had some good knife stories. People came in that were talking about knives, that were interested in knives. Trying to think what I sold today. Sold a couple of knives. What did we sell? A case. Not a Microtech, not a Spyderco. I don't know what I sold. There was definitely some. What's up, Mike? Mikey Bobby channel member. Good to see you, brother. But we do have a knife I'm really stoked to be able to unbox that Dave Warren Blade sent out to me. Designed by Brian Edmonton. It is the Be Sexy. We're going to unbox that here in just a sec. I'm stoked to check it out. It's a knife I really, and Tia does some cool stuff. Don't know why. They're big into sending pouches. So we're going to get into it. Kia knife, Warren blades, brother Dave Warren. He's the U.S. Tuya, and he's a big designer and works with a lot of the local designers. They always include a slip. And guys, this is a not cheap leather slip. I mean, it's thick, it's subtle. I don't know. I don't get it. And they come, I've seen them with a lot of different Tuya knives. I could see I've got a 1931 leatherwork slip. And this is a Tuya Queen Anne's Revenge slip joint. It came with a much smaller one. So this slip was made for this gorgeous knife that's got a pocket clip. So what we have here is the Be Sexy. I'll do a more formal unboxing where you can see it. S90V. Front flipper. Deep, deep, deep hollow grind on a wicked harpoon Warncliffe bolster lock. Middle finger flicking dream. Very ergonomic. I'm feeling it really for the first time. My table so I'm saying, where's my bug out? That's it next to the Dwyer. So I'm guessing it's going to be a large size knife for me, meaning it's probably PM2 size. Give me 1 second, guys. I got a PM2 right here. I forgot I had a cat sleeping on it. So it's right about PM2 size. Really nice front finger choil where you got jimping both on the blade and on the bolster. Really nice grip. And then you've got super nice jimping right here. It is a splinter digger point. Light blade, hollow ground. So I can flick it from anywhere. I'm sure it will develop more of a drop shutty if I'm not horizontal. But this one is watermelon. Watermelon camo carbon is what that one's called. I think it's a very cool knife. I'm looking forward to reviewing it, checking it out. Stoked that Dave sent it to me to check out. Brian designed a really cool knife. I mean, designing a folder, I wouldn't know where to start. But we've played with the exercise on how you get it done, or at least get a template to get it done. Nice clip. The clip's done very well. It shows that it's a numbered set. This is 160 of 300. And the clip has got milling, which makes it light. I don't know how it'll be in pocket. I think it'll make it very good in pocket. But it's great in the hand. Let me move the box. Get back to the chat. Get this out of my way so I won't be so squirrel at it. And we will carry on. So yeah, that's going to be checked out. I'm stoked to check it out. I've got several things en route to the Evans Abode, the Javon Manor for review. One of them's a prototype that is on sale now. Let's jump over to it real quick. Let's see if the San Mai North Mountain, here it is. If Jason's knife is live on both, and it may be that the one sold out. I doubt that's the case. When we looked the other day, there was the DLC price, and this one's still showing zero. I don't know. I've not talked to Jason, and I haven't gone to his Instagram. We'll go to it here in a sec. But North Mountain Blades, his went live on, I want to say the 18th. And this is the 3V version of the Gripper V2. Super nice knife. I have reviewed and have a review on the prototype when Best Tech did a prototype, and he was going to, Jason being he, was going to have X amount of them built, pay for them, and do that whole job. And in the meantime, he got caught up with life, with doing fixed blades, with doing tattoos, with being a dad, and got a relationship started with North Mountain Blade, and just decided to license it. But this Grant lock, you can really see it here, where the blade, which is a lighter gray than the handle, engages back. There's about 2 jumps that go into the handle, and your hand is actually over that. There's a secondary stop pin on that knife. It's very unique, very ingenious. That this is not a front. It works as a front flipper, but it's not designed to be a front flipper. It's designed to be part of that Grant lock. This has got a regular flipper here on the back, and it's got a little coffin shaped flipper hole, if that's your jam. But I don't know where these are, because these have not been priced yet. I know they're not sold out, and I need to find out why they're not on the site and what they're going to cost, because I think these are going to be a good bit less expensive than the 3V. So that's how they are on the Dwyer or any of the other models. The 3Vs are kind of the premiums because they're DLC. And then the raw tie will, I just don't know what that price is going to be. I'll find out, because it's probably going to be before the end of the week, before that knife even shows up. And then I think I've got something coming from TRM and somebody. There are a couple of other things coming. I can't remember. For some reason, I've just drawn a blank. The new gripper design, Paul, is a very cool design, and like he said on the show, it's not a new knife user design. Really, it's not designed kind of for. It requires you, when you use the flipper tab, to move your finger. The way that gripper lock will come back and lock on the spine, when you pull the regular flipper tab, you've got part of the spine coming back. So on the hinderer, I can pull the flipper tab and I can let my finger kind of be wherever. But on the gripper lock, you don't want to do that. You want to light switch it or whatever, push switch it, and you want to get your finger out of the way. Not something that I have to really think about because I'm doing that anyway. But I know when I was reviewing the prototype, when I was using it different ways, I could get it to slam my, not slam, but hit my finger and it keeps it from locking up. It's not a long enough blade to where it's going to come back and cut you. But it feels awkward if you don't get your finger out of the way and that jimping hits your finger. So we'll look at it when I get the video, see if North Mountain Blade did anything to change that. It was just part of the design. And Jason alluded to that when he was talking about it. This is a Hinderer half track that I happened to be flipping because it had a flipper and it was close to me, close enough for me to grab. But yeah, Derek. Yeah, the vertical. I'll give you, and I don't know what's going on with the vertical, except it's what StreamYard calls it says Mars. You can broadcast in portrait mode, which is the phone, or you can broadcast in landscape. And on Friday Night Flicks, I always broadcast in landscape. And now they've got a thing called Mars mode, which broadcasts both in portrait and in landscape. So I've actually got two lives going on, but I think the chat rooms are together. I think they come in together. Not exactly sure how that works. Because I'm looking at, when I look at my StreamYard here, I've got my normal landscape mode that I see on Friday Night Flicks. And over here to the left, I've got a vertical that I can hide if I want to. I can hide if I want to, but I want to keep it there because I want to make sure I stay centered in that vertical because it's got me side by side because I'm sharing the knife screen, which I'm getting ready to quit sharing. Because there's nothing really there. I've got two Joe Isabella knives. This Joe sent me, and this is Richard will have to correct me because I thought it was a 247. It's a Tucson. And Joe Isabella put custom, this is like pink fat carbon scales on it and sent it to me. I don't know if this is one that he won from me. I don't think it was, but I have given this knife like another knife Joe Isabella sent me that have turned into, both of these knives are now forever knives. But this is the first little fixed blade that I ever bought. Not this particular one, but it was a Tucson TS 150. It was a little G10 handle, S90V blade. It was this little knife here, 4 3/4 inches, I think. And I just bought it because at the time I couldn't get a chickadee, or I wasn't saving up for a chickadee. I was buying stuff kind of on the fly. And White Mountain had this, and I wanted to see if I would carry it in my pocket. Would I use it? A small fixed blade. And I loved it so much. I bought several over the years, gave them away on Friday Night Flicks. And Joe, about a year ago, maybe 6 months, sent me this guy, which is a TS 150 in S90V, but it's got Arctic blue scales that he made for it. So handmade Brother Isabella scales. And then just the other day, today actually, I got this little guy. And my camera with my blue lights is not doing it justice. But it's M390. Got beautiful little purple and dark purple scales, back carbon. Feels great. Awesome little Tanto knife. Just a winner. Thank you, Brother Joe. But so I don't have, I was going to say, I don't have a lot of cool stuff here on the table. I really do. I've got a lot of county com gear, like my Ultim whistle. If I panic, I can blow my whistle. I'm gonna do a gear video. I just haven't pulled it together. I've got this little guy right here, which is a cool little Main Street that Concept came out with. They've kind of refreshed these and they've done a few premiums. This little Damascus and carbon fiber with the bar lock, a little fifth pocket carry knife. In my opinion, it's a fifth pocket knife because it fits very easily in a fifth pocket, and it's a small little guy. But that's really all I've got on the table. So I'll probably, well, I say that. I've got, what's up, Robin? Robin Dallum's in the house. Channel member. But I've got this guy right here. This is a Flissa. They've sent me before some machetes and things like that, but they also do these little pocket knives. And this is an under $20 knife. It's micarta and VG10. No, 14C28N. 14C28N. They've got this one. I've got another one around here somewhere. This one I like better. I will be doing reviews on both of them because they're under $20. And in my opinion, for under $20, they're nice knives. Now, it's got a reversible clip. Unlike my Nightmare that I went through before, you can see that it's threaded. So it's got a plate on it where if you take off the plate, and that's an inside joke for anybody that watched my Ozark trail disassembly when I was going to straighten that blade out. That knife has been safely disposed of. Never put it back together. It was either a quality control fail from the first person who, what is up, brother?
What's happening, man?
Let me pull this off the stage. Not much, man. I was just showing a $20 knife that actually threaded on the opposite side for screws. I went through a nightmare disassembly with my Ozark Trail $10 knife. And again, I shouldn't have expected it, but they really stuck it to the lefties. It's got a reversible clip on it. And I think we had this conversation before, but the side where the clip would be reversed to was not threaded. You had holes there that the screws would go in because I found out that I accidentally switched my liners when I took it apart and put it back together, so I couldn't get my clip to seat. And so I had to take it apart again, and one set or side of the scales was threaded, the other side was not threaded.
Okay, so they just didn't tap them.
They weren't tapped, yeah. And maybe the guy just forgot, or the gal just forgot to tap them that day. My thought is they just don't care.
Yeah, I mean, if it was that big a deal, you can order cheap set of tap and dies and
it's a $10 knife.
I know. I'm just saying, if you had those tools already, you could do it, or if it really was that important, you could do it. But,
we'll probably send it back. I'm telling you, man, it was a frustrating thing because I couldn't figure out why the screws would not. I wasn't even thinking it wasn't tapped. You know, I would think, just being an idiot like I am, a user, that of course I just took these screws out, right? So I know they're going to screw back in. I didn't think that I might have switched the scales and that would have somehow just totally upset my apple cart.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm 3 for 3 on my last 3 disassemblies being just brutal. I should say 3. I think I've only filmed 2. One of them never made it to film, the little dragonfly. What have you been up to, buddy?
I've got some resolution for my Mannix builds. The issue was the scales I bought were not liner deletes, so the hardware I have won't fit them, so I needed to get liners.
Ah.
Which is damn near impossible to find them. I've been asking people. I did find one set that I think I'm going to buy, and then another set. I'm actually going
Mannix
to try.
liners?
Yeah,
What color Mannix liners do you need?
preferably black.
Dude, I think I've got a set of black Mannix liners. I don't know where I'd have given them away because I've got the black Mannix that I took the liners out, right? That's my liner delete. I should have a box that has those liners. I'm not going to go look for them now, but I'll send them to you.
If you got them, that'd be great.
If I've
Let
got
me know,
them.
because I'm about to buy a set. If not,
Like, do you want me to go look right now? I mean, I can go.
No,
look
I mean just after the stream's fine. But I was going to buy
for a fact that they're black liners because it was a black knife center crew wear.
Crew wears are different though.
What's that?
I think crew wear scales and setup were different though.
They were G10 scales, and they had the big jagged.
Like the crew Carta on the PM2s were different as well too.
These weren't crew Carta.
Okay.
They're G10. The only thing that made this knife different was it was totally blacked out because it had a black blade that was crew wear. And then it had, it was black liners, black G10 scales, not crew Carta scales.
Okay. Well, if you got them, I'll take them.
Yeah, let me, I'll tell you what, you chat for a second. Let me just go see if I can find that box.
Well, luckily, Jeffrey was nice enough. He's going to.
I think you're going to buy them because if I can't find the box, we're in trouble anyway.
Gotcha. Dawson, right now the scales I got aren't anything special. They're just plain tie scales currently. This is what they look like for now. They're just tie Mannix scales. But they won't look like that for long. Speaking of Dawson, since you're here, I just thought of something. I was looking up the specs. I am going to need new screws for the scales that you're sending me. So I got to order those. And then also the lanyard plug that I have for those won't fit the scales that you got. So I'll have an extra lanyard plug.
What's up, buddy?
What I ended up taking the second pair, so I wasn't trying to hunt down a whole nother set of liners, and I'm trading Jeffrey Dawson one of my sets of tie scales for. He's got a set of lightweight OG scales.
See that?
What's that? Boom.
And look what else I got if you want them.
I don't need those because I've already got scales.
You just need those?
Yeah, I just need those.
You can have these. I'll never put them back on.
Well, I'll pay for shipping.
No, I don't want you to pay for shipping. What I'm going to do is I'm going to send you the whole thing, though, because I don't need the scales laying around. So I'm just going to drop that. I've got to you've been doing me a favor for Todd Carr because I've been too lazy to figure it out. So I'm going to ship these to you on me, and they'll come out tomorrow.
On your Mannix, do you have it handy?
Yep.
Let me look at it real quick.
Now, if I recall when I bought it,
Crispy, what's up?
There was nothing fishy about the Mannix except that it was a blacked out G10. I got the linerless scales.
Does that have the lanyard tube built into it, or is it open?
On the liners?
You know where the the lanyard goes.
Yeah.
Does it have an opening for like you could put a lanyard tube in there, or is it completely sealed off?
In my version or in the
Yeah, the one in your hand right there with those scales.
I don't know if I understand what you're saying. I could put a stopper in there.
That's what I meant. Can you put a lanyard plug in there?
Yeah, if you see it's got a tube right now.
Okay.
So I could replace that tube. I could replace that tube with one of the little, like, I call them like an ear stretcher.
Okay. So what color are those black scales or those?
My G10 scales?
No, the knife in your hand right there.
They're sniper gray, which unfortunately Rock Scale Designs does not make sniper gray scales anymore.
Okay. So the reason why I'm asking, let me show you this. I've got it must be in this packaging. I've got an extra lanyard too. So what I'll do is I'll send it to you, and you can put it in that Mannix.
Oh, dude, you don't have to. That'd be sweet. I definitely will. To be honest with you, I would hang on to it, but I'm right now so shark bit from doing disassemblies. I don't know if I would do it right away, but I would definitely do it.
Well, then do this. Send me that knife with the box, and I'll put it in there. I'll anno it whatever color you want and put it in there.
You don't want to do that, do you?
I don't care.
Dude, I think the
here.
The little what's this thing called here? The log bar is like that blurple.
Okay.
And if you wanted to match that blurple, I'll send you the knife. I don't mind sending you the knife.
Yeah, I can do that. Yeah, because here's the tie lanyard plug. So yeah, send that over, and then I'll match it up to whatever you got there.
Yeah, you'll see that my my little lock bar. You'll be like, "Why has he got a blurple lock bar?" And I just did it for a splash of color. So if you wanted to try to match the blurple, that'd be cool as shit.
Yeah, I can do that.
Awesome. Well, I'll send it out to you tomorrow, dude.
Okay, that'll work. That'll be a good trade for the liners. I appreciate that.
I'm glad you said you were getting ready to buy a set because I knew I hadn't sent those out. I've sent all kinds of stuff. I sent my secondary detent to, was it Chicago 23? Remember we were trying to remember knife names the other night?
Yeah.
On Shane's Live. Remember Chicago 23?
Yeah.
I sent him my secondary Spider Code detent. I was glad to be able to do it. What's Robin shared here? What's Maddie got up here? Let me pull it up.
A video for Maddie Lookout. So Maddie, yeah. So yours is just Maddie. Yours is just the plain. So any of the normal lightweight scales will fit yours. The difference is the old ones were actually pinned completely. There was not screws on either side, so you would have to drill them out. But the ones that are currently sold, what they call it pre-CQI, is the ones that were pinned, and now CQI are the ones that have screws on one side. And then they have barrel spacers on the other. So yours is the newer one, so you can use any lightweight scales that you want. So
correct, and it's all the difference in the world.
Yeah, anything, and you can use those with a like the AWT makes a lightweight scale. You can actually use regular Mannix scales that are liner delete, but you have to buy an adaptive backspacer to offset the difference in the width of the blade, because there's a difference in blade stock thickness of the Mannix and the Mannix lightweight.
Where did I see that? On Etsy? Because I saw that backspacer somewhere. I think it was on Etsy's where I saw it. And I'll tell you who else does the lightweight, because we carry them, is Flytanium. Flytanium does.
I don't think they don't have any in stock though. On Flytanium site.
Oh, for the Mannix.
Yeah.
I don't think we have any in stock. We've got some here. I'm trying to think what we have. We got a lot of Delicas because we bought some Delicas for that. So Maddie's got a lightweight Manix, right?
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. We got a little drama here. Is Dawson the mystery man that Maddie's been trying to figure out for a year?
The mystery. Oh, look! We brought him together. He is. He is.
That's awesome. Dawson's a sweetheart.
That is sweet, dude.
Maddie,
Always
now
think about your brother.
You got to send Jeffrey your Arius now.
Yeah, and you got to send him a big 7'4" hug. Everybody should experience that hug at least once in their life, especially if you're my height. Stevie was actually the one that sent it. Lol.
What's up, Stevie? What's up, Drizzy? Hey, Neil.
What's up, everybody?
So, Maddie, the basic gist of it is, if you want to retain the same type of setup that you have currently, you can get AWT lightweight scales, keep the same type of screws, keep the same type of clip, the wire clip, or get the lynch replacement wire clip, or any other ones that are like that. If you want to go into having more options, you can get regular Manix scales that have liner deletes.
Let's go the Manix to lightweight.
But then you have to buy new screws because you have to have the regular Manix screws. Then you have to buy the adaptive backspacer off of the guy's name's Third Threshold Design. He's on Etsy or he's got a website. And then
you go with
you have the option
lightweight kit right here.
Right. That's what I'm saying. That's the easiest route if you don't want to switch over like the screws, the clip, and the backspacer.
Ah, I see why. Because they're milled together.
Yeah, it's clamshell design, just like the OG one, lightweight ones. So that makes it easier, Maddie, if that's what you are looking for. The AWTs are probably your best bet. That's the easiest swap. You don't have to go get a bunch of other parts.
Let's go Manix to lightweight backspacer. I've seen that, and I want to say it was Etsy.
What? The adapter? I told you it's Third Threshold Design.
Yeah, I just passed him, but this guy's also got it here for $39.
Yeah, that's the same. Scroll down. That's the same guy. Third Threshold Design.
Oh yeah,
he's the only one that makes it. Yeah, he's got a website and he's also on Etsy, but he's the only one that makes that adaptive backspacer. And it is, unfortunately, it's in stainless, but better than nothing.
So again, but you'd be better off to go with.
It's cheaper if you go with the lightweight scales, but it depends on what you want to do. So, like, if you wanted to get tie, then you need to go the other route.
Right, and just have the stainless backspacer.
Then you can also get the Manix regular size screws and the 3-hole clip versus the wire clip. So there depends on how much you want to customize.
Lightweight, aggressive, Cerakote. So they don't have all these are aluminum, is what you're saying, right? I guess.
Yeah. All AWTs are aluminum.
I love my AWTs. I love the weight of them. I'll show them to you here in just a sec. What's the difference in the aggressive?
The aggressor has got more of a texture on the pattern. That's the newest one.
Oh, there's a linerless. Oh, they're both one. See, they have confusing listings.
Well, let's see. That would be. There's one that's Cerakote and one that's anodized for the lightweight.
I got you.
So that's the Cerakote version.
But I can tell you from my experience, these are very nice scales. I've got some titanium dragonflies on my other two Spyderco's Paratus, and I like the feel of these. I don't have any. These don't feel cheaper.
Jeffrey. Yeah, he does Cerakote, but the backspacers are now either just satin or black. He used to do a FDE, I think, but it was just satin or black now. But it's still, regardless of stains, either way. The closest one for that, Maddie, would be the Squatch green, which is it's more of a Kelly green than a mint green.
Are they
my
AWT
lighting?
color?
Yeah.
It is.
Well, it's a Cerakote color. Here's Squatch green. My lighting makes it a little bit yellower than it really is. It's more green in person. Yeah, that's what it is right there. That's Squatch green.
And then they've got this color, which to me looks green, but it's blue.
Well, that's the teal. That's more like the or
Yeah,
seafoam. That's closer to what. If you go to the one you just were on, I think that's probably more what Maddie's looking for. That light
Aztec
blue.
teal?
The bluish green. Isn't that closer to what you've got now, Maddie? Or is yours is more green than that, I think.
The green ones would fit yours, Maddie. I think these right here, and I'll put the link. Let me put the link in the chat so you can click on it. Hold on a sec. I think these are exactly what you would. Oh, look at Kyle beat me to it.
I didn't beat you to it. You did it twice.
But to me, I think the green.
Yeah, that's more blue.
Colors though.
Yeah, that's more blue as far as the.
That's the color of that I got right there on my PM2. But that Squatch green is kind of a minty green.
Well, like I said, that's what I've got right here. And that is, my lighting is very low on the Kelvin reading, so that those are showing up more yellow than what they really are. Let me get a piece of white paper to put those against, or something white.
I gotcha.
So it's definitely more of a middle green.
What knife's that, Kyle?
Rosalinda.
Ah.
That I had my buddy Cerakote.
With that Squatch green. It's kind of like a paint color, right? Cerakote colors.
Yeah. Cerakote won't be affected by, won't darken with colors based off of oil. It'll maintain as a color. It's a ceramic coating.
Kyle, Maddie sent a pic.
Yeah, so like what Maddie's got is more of a light green, like a mint chocolate chip ice cream, and this is more like a medium green, not dark like a forest, but this is more like not quite a Kelly green, a little bit lighter than a Kelly green.
What parts does Maddie have that's mint? Just that's what he wants, or that's
the scales? That's the scales that he's got. So Maddie, here's
got the scales.
Well, he's got the basic FRN scales. You don't want to swap them. So Maddie, that's closer to the color you got, and then that's Squatch green. If that gives you an idea of the difference in coloration.
Truth. I want some ice cream too. That mint sounds good.
Hopefully that helped, Maddie.
Yeah, and I think AWT, I can tell you I've done several installs with their scales, Spyderco's. They do a great job.
No, Maddie, you don't. You use the same one that comes with your knife.
Yeah, it's their clamshell. Let me show you.
Well, He's talking about the
Oh, got you.
yeah, where your ball lock's at. No, that you use the same thing that comes with your lightweight.
Henry, what's up, brother?
Oh my God, Paul, that is disgusting.
When I was younger, I didn't know the whole Limp Biscuit meaning of chocolate starfish and the hot dog flavored water.
Oh, nice.
I was just an idiot.
Toddy, what's up, buddy? Todd, Javon has sent me your package, so as soon as it gets here, I'll put it in the box and give you a ring as far as what we need to do. So
Yeah, I've got a first class box. I need to go ahead and box up this other one. What I unboxed earlier?
what's that?
Brian's knife. Have you seen Brian Edmonton's BEDCs?
Oh, okay. I've seen pictures of it. Yeah, I've seen pictures of it. What's up, Henry?
I've not checked it out. I've got to do a filmed unboxing. But I did unbox it on camera earlier. It looks like a really cool knife.
All right, Jeffrey, let me take a look. Bingo, perfect.
Did he use the squash screen? Or his says mint? Oh, his pen mint green max. So he can show the side by side. I got you.
Let's see.
So big.
Here we go. Here you go, Maddie. The mint is on the right, and the the squatch is on the left. That's what mine was. So it's a little darker, but it's
looks so
not
much sexier. I think. It's not FRN.
Yeah, let me know if you see that okay, Maddie, or I need to blow it up or what.
Maddie's probably not in the house. There he is. It work.
Okay, cool. Well, I want to make sure you saw that.
What's up, brother?
What's up, Scooter?
Projectiles are sharp. What's up, brother? Hero Sticks. What's up? Evening, everybody. Jim Blaze. What's up? What's up? So, what have you been working on today, buddy?
Nothing really. Today's been pretty mild. I got. I need to put an edge on my pena, and then just wait on a couple things to show up. So Hero 6, awesome, buddy. Sounds like a plan. And then Hero 6 has got a couple he's sending me, and then I'll get those, and then Shane should be here before too long. I'll get those and start working on those. So I've got
staging it out.
Yeah, I'll be busier by the end of this week and next week, but this week I'm taking time. I got to finish up working on the scales on my mom's knife, and then shaping and sanding, getting that ready, and then putting an edge on that. And then I'll be caught up for once, and then I got to get some pictures taken for another project. And then I got to start working on making some scales for another one of my knives for a project. And then I'll be getting close. So I've always got something in the background I could be working on.
Yeah, I mean, but you got things to keep you busy. That's good. I mean, I think it's good.
This matter of getting motivated to do those projects is the hard part.
I feel it. I mean, for me, the failure to lift off. I just got to get started. I'm faced with usually Wednesday's my day off, and tomorrow I've got a couple of different appointments I got to deal with, personal bullshit. I've got to go to my therapist like at 2, which middle of the day. It's not a big deal, but I've got to do some stuff at my dad's early, try to intercept a letter from the state that he's got coming to him that we've got to get signed because he lost or hadn't lost. He's misplaced. They sent him a check out that we've got to get another one sent back to him. We found some missing funds that we went to a website, put in his name, and there were some missing funds for him that had been sent to the house, but he having just, dementia, can't find the check. I've looked through stacks of mail. It's a nightmare. And you
Hey,
can't take
Kathleen.
mail out of his house.
How you doing, dear? Todd, I haven't weighed it yet, but I probably am guessing somewhere in that neighborhood. It's a pretty large haul.
Kathleen. Which one's that? The one you got coming?
No, the box that I got going to Todd.
Ah. Across the border.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha. Are you getting ninja weapons, Todd? Also.
No, Todd gets kitchen cutlery or kitchen tools is how it gets shipped.
And that's all you have to put on there is you told me that kitchen tools.
Yep.
I wonder why YouTube's so weird about that, about shipping outside the country.
Well, I also don't ship. I don't ship to the post office either.
Correct.
I go through UPS.
Right.
And it's never an issue to get to him. They don't even freaking. I don't have to lock anything down and just put it in the box and ship it.
I think early on, and Todd would have to correct me, but I think I sent him just regular, like I was shipping something to a state and I didn't have to fill out a bill of lading or anything. Early pirate ship days, and he got a package of knife he won early Javon's Knife Flicks. But I could be wrong. And I've had him come back.
The UPS expedited shipping and goes through without, knock on wood, but they have no issues slinging through. Hero Sticks, that's awesome, dude. Jay Dizzle does some great work.
Oh yeah, his stuff is eye candy for sure.
I'm glad that he ended up getting a CNC.
Is Jay Dizzle still actively? I haven't seen a lot of his stuff, but Instagram shows you what it wants to show you on your feed.
Yeah, and he got his little small, tabletop CNC, so we can do inset liners and do inlays and stuff like that. So he's doing all kinds of cool scales for people.
Yeah, there we go. Yeah, screen.
I'm gonna try my hand at a.
Oh yeah, I have seen a lot of his work.
Yeah.
That's just gorgeous, and I love the McNeese. That's a little guy, isn't it? Yeah, 3-inch. I kind of wouldn't mind one of those little 3-inch McNeese. I've got a clip that would go for it.
Way too small, man.
Well, I've got a 3-inch Hinderer. I've got a 3-inch, 3.25-inch Spartan. That's beautiful.
I think the 3-inch Hinderer is way too small too. I got rid of mine.
Yeah, I mean it's not ideal. Look at that.
Yeah, it's
Finish
gorgeous.
paper my card. Yeah, it's gorgeous. That's gorgeous. Anyway, you look at it.
See, I think the 3.5-inch McNeese is a good size / even a hair small. I mean, that's.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. I think it's a good medium-sized knife. It doesn't seem like by any means a large knife. The Big Dixon seems too big for me.
That I don't think so, but I think this is the ideal blade to handle ratio because it's only it's less than 8-inch knives, 7.5 to 7 3/4, and it's a 3.5-inch blade. And
it operates great on those thick washers. We've got 3 flat ground. I didn't know they did flats. But we've got 3 of these at Knives and More that they have an F on the back side of the blade.
Yeah, that's what this is.
Yeah, I like the flats. We've got a swerve pattern. Yours is a swerve, isn't it?
Yeah. I thought about getting it reground, but I don't know yet.
I think the hollows are pretty slight hollows. I don't think they're
Well, I
deep,
was going to send it to Brian.
which is a totally different.
I was thinking about doing a blade reshape as well too with it, but I got kind of disheartened with this project after all the hardware issues. So I just this has been sitting there. I haven't really done anything with it. I like the knife note, but it's just, when Hero 6, the Mojave, no, I've handled the Sonora and I thought it was absolute junk.
The Sonora, is that
the button lock from Machine Wise?
Gotcha.
That's
like $900, aren't they? 750. I mean, they're there.
Yeah. High 6s, low 7s, somewhere in that range. But I think I heard good things about the Mojave more than I have the Sonora. But some people have liked the Sonora too. But I just thought it had a light detent. The button wasn't great. It just felt cheaply made. I know it's not as far as like the machining on it, but I'm talking about how it feels in hand. It's very slim. It definitely was not my cup of tea by any means, but people like different things. So
yeah, but that's a pretty objective opinion of not, when you're looking at expensive knife. Ooh, the ProTech Avalon today. Sweet, Jeffrey. That's a manual, right? I know that's the one that Sean Atmore designed or had something to do with.
Did you actually get it in,
Jeffrey? If it was automatic or a manual?
It's a manual, I'm pretty sure.
We haven't gotten any. I don't know if we've got any ordered or not. We got a lot of holes down there right now.
Are you guys getting the new new Chavez collab?
I think so. I tell you what was disheartening to see today, but they were actually nice looking shapes. We got a bunch of Rosecraft in. We got a little front corner that they keep Rosecraft blades in for some of the case buyers. Those are nice knives for $60 for a slit joint. Matter of fact, I took some pictures of one.
Hero 6. Arnos are great. You can get Imambas for less than that if you don't mind secondhand. The Orcas are probably going to be more than that. Those are cool as well too. The thing about the Imambas, get the second gens because the first ones had loose bearings. So you're gonna look for whether it has a through hole on the cutout where the opening is.
We still got 2 of those. I'm surprised those do not sell. First productions, one of them's like 628 and the other one's like 615 or something. But these are these knives, that's a terrible picture because I shouldn't have put it on that Hank, but that's a Rosecraft blade. D2, all of them are D2. That's the only thing that. But the fit and finish on them.
What are those, like 70, 80?
60, 58, 60. That's a Coke bottle. I want to say it's like 58.95. And that's a big knife.
I think for somebody who their max budget is that's okay. But I think there's better options out there for not a ton of more money.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that's case prices. If you want a USA made, that's the same price as. And I know you weren't thinking case as a.
No, I was thinking more of like GEC or ABW or something along those lines.
These are
But
cute, man. They don't have clips. One of them's a jester, and the other I think is a man bug. What's the other one? What's the little gray one that's about the same size as a jester?
I don't know.
Me neither. But it's a lockback. They're both lockbacks. Neither one of them has a clip. They're little just pocket droppers. They're
Yeah,
smaller than that little weird slip joint that they make. We got one of those.
hero sticks. Yeah, the iMambas have had flipper delete options for a while, and they also have it regular like a stonewatch finish or the mirror finish. So you can get different variations for that, and then you can get all the different inlays, or you can get the plain Janes. Same with the Orcas have some pretty cool inlays.
Orcas. Those
Arno Bernard.
yeah, okay. And you find those on Knife Swap? Where do you see those? Or Blade Binge?
If you get them new, you can get them. They're up there in northern Ohio. It's I think African shooting supplies or surplus or something. African
Sell
something.
to a dealer?
Yeah, that's the U.S. dealer. If you just go on there and look, you can find them.
Gotcha.
They usually have a good selection too. And they're usually, I mean, almost always they have at least something in stock. It may not be exactly the one you want, but they always have something in stock. So
I remember seeing them on somebody's page used to show the site where they'd look at them, but the dealer's not carrying them too. Do they show up at like DLT and places like that or not? Just that one place?
I think the main dealership here, and I'll find it for you real quick.
Feel free to share it.
African Sporting Creations.
Yeah, that's where I've seen them. That sounds familiar.
All right, let me share this real quick. All right, there we go. So here's the options you got. The Turaco, iMamba. I guess they're not doing the Orca anymore. At least it's not on here.
Which means it's not available, I guess. At least new.
Or they just quit making it because they used to have it on here if they were going to make them. This might have replaced it, but the let's see, they're reasonably similar size, except for the
like
new one has
3.5 inches.
Yeah, 3.4, just under 8 overall. Here, let's look at the options I got for here. So those are available. Those are all like in molar or ironwood.
The handles are probably driving the price depending on which ones you pick.
Yeah, so I'm trying to see if they got any. Yeah, so the only here's a plain Jane. $6.99. And no, that's a button lock. That's why it's different. I didn't even see it on the first front page. That's good. Look, that's streamlined.
Yeah, I mean, from what I can see, I'm
Here, let me blow it up. There you go.
You know, that looks like a Lamia kind of. They got a hole or a indentation in the blade.
It's got a hole. It's also got thumb studs. It's got a flipper.
Damn. And a button lock.
Yep. I would own that all day long over the Sonora.
A beautiful knife.
Hero sticks. If you wanted a button lock, I'd take that all day long over the Sonora. Those are $6.99 on pre-order, and they got stuff available now in like Techno Carbon. Here, a little bit more money, but that's a cool material.
Is that like titanium with like a carbon fiber onlay?
It's those titanium scales, but that technocarbon, it's a different type of carbon fiber that they make out. Then you got, let's see what else they had in there. That's gorgeous too. You see that one?
Oh yeah, is that Damascus?
No, that's blue kudu bone. It's a bone from a kudu animal, which is
Shit!
out of South Africa.
This died.
And yeah, that's gorgeous.
What's that like? $800?
Yeah,
700?
$879. Yeah, that one's gorgeous.
And all those are available. The ones that are on the page, or some of them say sold out.
No, so like all the ones I'm showing are available. All these are available, and that's the mirror finish too. So they're a little bit more expensive. Let me see. That's pretty cool too.
Oh yeah.
That's stabilized warthog tusk.
And nobody'd have that in their pocket, would they?
So let's see what these go for. Yeah, the Stonewatch is only like 10 or 12 bucks or $10 or $20 cheaper. It's not much difference. Mambas are now, let's see what a plain Jane goes for. Mirror plain Jane, flipper delete, $549. Got them in, they have them in stock. Right here you go.
One of those.
There it is.
A nice ass knife too.
Yep. Classy, simple, well made. Yep. They got 4 of those. They got some with burlap in there. They got snakeskin, micarta, or snakeskin carbon fiber, I should say. Here we go. Look at that.
Ooh.
With the blue kudu.
That's bone. That's that dyed bone. That's gorgeous. I love the blade shape too. That long hole. It's almost like a slim Arius.
Yeah, that's gorgeous. $729. Not bad.
And
for what it is.
Because of the exchange rate, right?
Yeah, they've got several different versions of the kudu. So there's another version of it. It's kind of cool.
Ooh. It's very striking.
A little more vibrant. They got brown. They got the warthogs up there. They got desert ironwood. Got natural warthog tusk. Mammoth molar, if you wanted to go fancy. And there's mammoth molar.
But you can get in for under $500, it looks like.
$550 for the plain Jane.
And plain Jane's just basic tie?
Yeah. And then those are up to $850 for those. Let's see if you wanted the delete. They've got them in mirror finish deletes, $549, same thing. If you don't want the flipper. If you want stonewash, they got them in $539.
Damn. I'm sorry, but that does look like $100 worth of value over a hinder. That looks like a much more refined knife.
For a full tie,
yeah.
I mean, you're cheaper.
Oh yeah, because you're $625. You're right.
So, yeah, they've got flippers and they've got options to have both. So it depends on what you're looking for. But
the flipper delete costs a little bit more because of the extra, or is it?
No, the flipper delete's the same price point. It's just a matter that $10 difference whether you want the stonewash or you want
the mirror.
Mirror. So
yeah, $10 doesn't seem like a lot of sway, does it?
No. The
I
they're
bet that
pretty.
mammoth molar does look sick, Robin.
I mean, Bernards were, I think, on the low end when they were
PNW Fun Stuff, what's up, brother?
480 to 500, so they haven't gone up that much in the last 5 years, which is good. Let's see. Okay, let's see. Let me pull up a picture to show you. Here is a picture of that Jeffrey sent. There. So on the left is the ProTech Avalon.
Ah, look at that blade. That's smear, isn't it?
And then next to it is, that's an XM24 next to it.
That's a Sawtooth over to the right, isn't it?
No, that's
Okay.
a tier. So that's not a bad, that's a pretty good size knife still compared to an XM24.
Oh yeah, that's a full size knife because that's the Spyderco Police over there too, isn't it?
That's a XM24 Military 2 Police 4, a tier XL, and then the Wiener Warrior XL.
The Wiener Warrior XL is fucking hilarious. Thing's huge.
Yeah. The
How's the button lock on it? It's got thumb studs, right? So it's got studs, which I love the studs on the, what is the one I've got? The TR3.
what's up, PNW?
PNW breaking out the heat. Look at that zebra wood pin. Kydex for Bark River, Katsuni. Hey, Kyle, go to let me go to it. Artemis Holsters might have it.
What's up, Cheeto?
Artemis.
Cheeto.
What's the name of the knife? Let's see. A Bark River Kitsune. Let's see, hold on. Bark River.
I know where you can get leather for it, but I don't know about Kydex.
Yeah, I'm checking Kydex right now. Bark. Oh, Bark River. Doesn't look like they have any Bark Rivers. I wonder why. Becker, Benchmade, Boker, Bradford, Essie's, Balkovin, Giant Mouse, K-Bar, Tops, Spyderco, Line Steel, White River. No Bark Rivers. Sorry, buddy. The only place I knew of, which is Artemis Sheaths, which I'll show you guys them because I do recommend. I picked up a Tops Bull Trout Kydex sheath from them because I didn't like the slinger that it came with. Like there's a Benchmade Flyway.
Cheeto, you slacking. I haven't seen a picture yet. You haven't posted a picture yet.
Of what?
His new knife.
Uh-oh. The big cat just jumped off the big cat just jumped off the table. I think she's gonna be jumping up here in a second. Oh shit. Oh, what's up, brother? Thinking about making a few Kydex sheaths for a few knives. Richard, I think you could do it, buddy. You've definitely modified some and made them much better for the wear.
The key is getting a good press.
Cheeto's saving it for the Wednesday pocket chef. Check.
Oh, okay. I'm not good enough for Instagram. I see how it is.
Anthony, what's up? I've got I've been sending there's a trade for their that MBK folder out there that or slip joint that I've been dropping the ball on with. God, I need to go to my Instagram.
I'm thinking about getting rid of one of my nice ones. Not. I remember that Cheeto. I see how it is. Next time you need a little love on your knife, I remember that. I'm thinking about moving on from this one, Javon.
Which one? Hold on. Is that a 3.5?
That's an XM24.
Oh, 24. Yeah, that's too big for me, dude. I'll tell you what, though. I'll put you in touch with A to Z EDC. Is that got a reground on it?
Yep. It's a skinny, reground by BGM, full tie, upgraded bronze hardware.
When you get a chance, send me a few, not professional photos, but send me a few photos of that with just the basics through Instagram DM, and I'll share that with my buddy A to Z EDC. I'm going to see him tomorrow anyway. That might be something up his alley. I know he likes the Warncliffe. He's got a Bowie, an XM24 Bowie that I don't think he carries that much, but it's not full tie. It's not a Warncliffe.
Yeah, I think I've got something I might be looking into. So it's not a for sure thing, but I'd have to move one out of the arsenal, so that'd probably be the one I go with.
Yeah, one of your to make room for one. Skull,
Yeah.
let me see. What's up, brother? That is a
Thank
nice knife there, Jeffrey. I agree.
Yeah,
That's beauty.
it's got
An
a
absolute beauty.
lot of good touches on it as far as like the way it's built out. I like
You must have something like that's really got your attention if you're thinking about letting that one go, because that's a nice pairing with your Eclipse.
Yeah.
They both got the same type of love put into them.
Yeah, that's like one good thing about like Hinders is you can customize them so much, but there still are tacky ways to do them, and then there are also just classy ways to do them as well too.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I love my Eclipse. I never carry it though.
Is it because you don't want to scratch it up, or you just don't carry it because it's too heavy? I love it. I carry mine quite a bit.
I don't mind the weight, but I just, for some reason, I never carry it.
That's sexy, dude. I mean, that's just like sick. I love that blade shape.
Well, that one's reground too.
Yeah, that's just sick. I'm surprised you don't carry it more.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's a big knife.
It has nothing to do with that. It sits in its spot on my typically on my nightstand. I've got a organizer that's got a spot for knives. It usually just sits in there and never gets put into rotation.
It's just the hint pick hinder release today might be the FireTech. Ooh, one that never really attracted me, but it's a cool looking knife, I guess. Pretty basic for me. I don't know why I say that. Get some rest, Joe. I love you, brother. I wish you good rest. I need rest tonight, but I won't get it.
I'm not going to say his name because I don't want to put him out there like that. But I met someone yesterday in the community who doesn't talk about it, but puts Brent to shame when it comes to the number of hinders he owns. He has
Fred the Lug?
Nope. No, this guy's got like 75 plus, and he's got.
I was being sarcastic, by the way, but
almost all of them are
like
full tie or special editions or BPUs or that kind of stuff.
That's sweet. You met him in person, somebody local?
No. I just was talking with him online about other stuff, and then we were chit-chatting about that, and he was like, yeah, by the way, here, and he showed me a video of his collection of stuff. I was like, holy shit.
Had to take it from the second floor, shooting down at it.
Pretty wild.
I love my hinders. I don't have any that. I think even my 3-inch, I don't think I'd want to get. First 3-inch, the only one I can't get a tie scale for was the first hinder that came into my life. I love this little blade. I love this little knife. And it's not too small for me.
That was the same blade shape I had on mine. The little Skinner.
Yeah, a little Skinner. On your
Yeah, that's
3-inch.
Yeah.
And this one's got a micarta scale. So this is my lightest. I like it so much. I picked up this one, which is like your 24, but this is a baby version of it.
Yeah.
And it's got smooth scales. But the choil fits me fine. I've not tried choilless. But it doesn't. I don't have material get in the way because my finger's always there.
Jeffrey, I don't know. I don't know what groups he's in or not in, but I know he's got connections to a lot of different makers as well too. So I'm not sure. Possibly.
He's just a G player.
Yeah, he's a under the radar type of dude.
Hey, it looks like Stevie got one of Satu's. Is Stevie still in here? He's been showing off a beautiful blade on his show.
That's Steve Clare's, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's borrowing it, but I think he's going to order one for himself too.
Gorgeous knife. I'm proud of Satu.
Yep.
But I'm curious. Oh, this little Eagle Strike, which is a new concept knife. I had my first Omega spring failure, and I had to go in there and fix it. And I'm wondering if it's the type of Omega springs that they use. I'm curious to see if that one, they sent extras to go with it. 9 fixies to pair with my favorite folders. Hero sticks, I don't pair them, but I'm addicted to fixies. I've got it bad. I still got the fixie disease. And I think I've got the perfect fixie with the little one that Shane made for me, but I love them. Hey, what's up?
What's up, Robin?
There you are. Y'all want to see the... Get some water. Let him get some water. He'll come over here. This cat's like growing into a bobcat's body. Fucking thing's huge, man. And it doesn't get any belly on it. It just eats. Like, I think if I threw it like a piece of like steak, like raw, it would just eat. It's over there gulping water. He's got these big shoulders like a little mountain lion. But Tippy still kicks his ass.
Here you go, Javon. Take a look at this. See that?
Ooh, look at that grind. That's a Protect Calibria?
Cambria. With the Mike Erie grind.
Yeah, yeah. That's the Erie grind, right?
Yep. That went for an absolute freaking steal today. I didn't even see it.
What's the handle? Is it SHOT Show launch or something? It looks like they was kicking off today.
No, this was they were 790 table. Let's see.
What's the handle material?
It is steel handles, polished blade, 154 cm. Handles are 17.4 stainless with inlaid maple burl, and the button lock has inlaid mosaic. Went for $400.
Holy shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's going to turn up. Has it already shown up in the secondary?
No, it just won. It was in a raffle tonight. So
that's wild.
Yeah, I would have thrown in on that.
No doubt. I mean, we've got that same knife with purple. They're black with purple or blue camo carbon fiber inlays. There are 4, I think. I think we got 3 of them. Hey, Pup. So that's a great price. But I've been seeing some footage from SHOT Show. Is that this week?
Probably. Yeah, I'm not
seeing
sure.
some,
I haven't looked in as much, but I think so.
yeah, I've been seeing some nice stuff. Like I think Leon Ma's out there. He's got a table. I guess what's that? Just to get in people's stores? Is that what SHOT Show's about? I know it's
Yeah,
more guns.
it's an
Pew-pew.
industry event.
Gotcha. So the big dealers go out there and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I gotcha. Baker's Forge. Yeah, we've got some. Jeffrey, we've got a couple of Baker's Forge, San Mai Copper Damascus Microtech stand or signature series where I work. That are one of them's a little UTX 85, I think, and the other one is a weird Warncliffe blade, but it's a weird knife. It's not a maybe a cipher. Come here, bud. I'm afraid this cat's gonna come over here. He's eating all the food, and he's gonna be done with the food. He's gonna come for me. Little basted.
That's pretty cool looking. Here,
Sweet. Yeah. Let me show you some. I've got them on my text. I don't have them on. Hey, have you put those on your Instagram, Richard? Those you got coming from Jason?
John, look at that.
What is that?
That's a David Freeman custom voodoo.
That's gorgeous. Is it forged?
No, just rock pattern. That's MagnaCut blade.
Oh, I got you.
It's a G10 handles, unfortunately, but it's got a Zerk clip on it.
Titanium liners?
Yeah, it's got it set up for, let's see what he wants for it. $390 or best offer.
What?
Yep. It's a buyer's market right now, buddy.
I'm telling you. What's well, I forget that. I'm not gonna say it. I was about to be a not nice guy, and I bit my fucking tongue because I'm turning over a new leaf. Gosh darn it!
Since Sunday?
It's not really. Yeah, I am. I was going a little hard Sunday in the paint.
Sunday, you were on one, man.
If I could just like play you guys clips, shorts of my life, the little just crazy butterfly wings life fuckings I get. It's humorous. I have to laugh at them. Gareth, what's up, brother? Channel member. I like my record scratch for the channel members. I think that works good. Ryan Ellis, what's up, brother? Good to see you. You got a link if you're bored. Channel
What's
member.
up, Ellis? What's up, Gareth? Robin. Yeah, but the cool thing is, though, being the way it's set up, you could just have other scales made for it. But that's a good price on it, though.
If Ryan was into out the fronts, I've got a couple down there that he would love. Check these out. Let me show you.
Oh,
one of them super rare.
By the way, Ryan, hit me up. I got some info on something that you might have been looking for. So,
Ruh-roh, Reggie. I don't know if I've got a close up. I think I do. Look at this little guy right here. You ever seen one of those?
Yeah, birch tree.
The Benchmade micro pocket rocket. It may be a birch tree collab.
I think it's the birch tree design.
I think you're right.
Birch. Yeah.
This guy right here is one. That is a UTX 70 Hellhound. New. I mean, it's been owned, but it's owned by a collector.
Did you ever send that info to Gary about that Fallout?
No,
OTF?
but that's the other one I was going to share. I was going to share with you. And I've got a
Yeah.
picture of it. I did a video on it today. We've got 2 of these.
I think he would be really, really into that. I don't know what he can do with where he lives, but I know he's a huge Fallout fan. So that'd be something
I
that
had
would
a
be.
picture of one. I guess I don't have a close up, but I didn't know this till I did the review. The serial number is the number on the back of this. It's got a number that's like painted, kind of cartoony with this Fallout pattern, but each one's individually numbered. Gary, DM me, Kyle, when you get a chance, and I'll make sure I send those tomorrow. This is a very cool knife. As a matter of fact, who might be interested, and I'll be happy to let them know that they're available.
Yeah, I just know that like he even started like a Fallout club and all kinds of shit. So I know that would be. I don't know if he's looking to buy something.
Is that
or
a
not.
game? I mean, I should know this.
Yeah, it's a video game.
That's what I thought it was. Whoops. Videos. So I did a overview. Share this of it. And they're zero blade play. They're Gen 3s. So these are Gen 3, which you won't get zero blade play in Gen 4s. Hey, buddy. Oh, fuck. He's going over the soundboard. He's going over the soundboard. Fucking cat.
What's up, Drinkwater?
Find it playing. Oh, it's because I got lag. If I was playing video games online, I would be getting just sniped in just a horrible, horrible fashion. Let's fast forward this.
Gareth, or I'm sorry, not Gareth. Drinkwater. There's actually 2 streams. One is vertical and one's not. So you picked the right one.
So see that little number? That number is going to be unique to each knife. So those are Gen 3 Ultratex. Oh, God, an ad. Who's that? Hello.
Stop perving.
I don't pay for my YouTube. I'm sorry.
That makes too much sense, Richard.
I thought it was kind of cool, though. Different. I'm not the collector kind, but it's a little dagger. I don't know what there's a little check mark. Let me see if I can stop it. See that little circle down at the bottom? It's got a line through it. It must be something in the game that happens to you. Can you see what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
But let's see if
I don't play it, so I don't know. Can't answer that question.
But those use T6 and then a T25 to take that clip off. I wouldn't want to take one apart. But that's my UTX or my Ultratex, same size. But it's got a cool blade. God, open the knife already, for God's sake. Who is this joker? Showing the crud catcher. There it is. And that little logo is different. The Microtech logo is Fallout. See it up there?
Yep. Yeah,
Cool
as soon
knife.
as I saw it, I knew what the theme was of it. I just didn't know all the ins and outs.
Yeah, I didn't know they were Gen 3s, zero blade plays. So they're pretty cool. And I think zero blade plays will be they'll hold their value pretty well, I would guess. I would think. just because you can't get them anymore. Yeah, no doubt, Jeffrey. What a slacker. That guy's a slacker.
Who?
The guy that wouldn't show the blade. I was talking about the crud catcher and all that other good stuff that is a value prop that Microtech puts on their website that I regurgitate when I read and learn about it. But I will say that the crud catcher, that little trigger that Microtech did on their Gen 3, and I assume on their Gen 4, is a really nice, smooth deploying out the front. Because usually I can't pull them back. My thumb's not strong enough. And the new Microtechs I can. The old ones I can't. The new ones I can.
Maddie, what do you want to know, buddy? It is a slightly less tough version of MagnaCut with considerably more edge retention and high stainless properties still. So, yeah, it is the newest and greatest, but it's only just been recently released to a few makers to actually do in batches of knives. It was released as a prototype steel prior to, with Spyderco and a couple other makers to test. It's been in testing for years, along with a couple other prototypes he's been working on.
I thought I had one coming to me, but it looks like Creeley's moved on. What's Aerosteel? Oh, that's Magnamax. Never mind.
No, it's MagnaCut. That's the Aerosteel batch.
That's Magnamax. That's the Aerosteel batch, which is the second.
Yeah,
maker,
that's the second gen of it. So the interesting thing is it's going to be made by both parties. So it's going to have,
and right now,
it should be readily available, but there's, even now that it's going out to production, it's still going to be, I would say, honestly, if it was my money, unless you have to have the latest and greatest, I would wait another 6 months or so, because they're still doing testing on it. So once they dial in more on the protocols and recipe for it, I think it's going to get even better.
You have got to be on the live when I get Gary Creeley, the guy who does Creeley blades, on.
Yeah.
Because I had about an hour conversation with him when I first was talking to him about Magnamax, and he was saying that very exact thing. There are two places that are providing it, and they've not synchronized their batches. So their readings aren't even the same when they come out of each factory, if that makes any sense.
Even so, when the Spyderco Mule came out in Magnamax, it was stated even then that it was going to be
Drink water. What's up?
Less performance based on what it's going to be in main production. That's why they only did a small run of them, because they didn't get a ton of steel. Same with they did a Proto X before. They've done other stuff. There actually was for a while there was a another steel that was being tested in a couple different makers. See, here's what people don't understand: when a steel gets designed, before it's released, it's several years, because it goes through testing of not only the manufacturer of the steel, but also makers to see what they can come up with and how it works and what the results are and
what they run into.
It's a long process. So, like, I know he had at least 3, if not more, variations of MagnaCut that was running. One was a Magna Wear, which was MagnaCut and crew wear. Magnamax was the other one. There's a third one, which I'm not going to speak on. And it still has to go through all the verifications with makers and testing before it gets produced. So even from batch to batch, when you're working with 2 different companies, it can vary. But then also, you're not going to know the limits of it until it gets tested by everyone. So it's going to be better in 6. There was that one, Luke, and also another one.
It's not ready for prime time yet. It's what you're basically saying because
It will be.
not everybody's using it, and
I swear to God, Luke, I'm never showing my hands again. I'm gonna smack you upside the head with my ding dong. The yeah, the actual best performance base you're gonna get out of that is probably 6 months to a year from now. So if you can wait, wait. If you want it now and there's something you have to have in it now, get it now. But it's going to get better and better.
Well,
And
also, wouldn't you say, Kyle, that it's going to get better, but if you want to be one of the testers, that's also good feedback for not everybody. People need to buy them now and use them.
well, I'm not saying that, but I'm talking about like if you want your money's worth, then wait and get the best performance base you can. Although even buying it now where it's not at its tip top premium, the very best for its performance base, it's still going to outperform almost anything that you're going to touch. So there's two sides of that coin. If you want it now, get it now. It's going to be awesome. If you want to wait till it's the best available, then you're going to wait 6 months to a year.
Right. So
but
get
it has
standardized and
yeah,
I'm
it
going to
has
grab
the
my Dr.
potential.
Pepper. Keep chatting.
So it has the potential to outcut S110V and be twice as tough. And that's at the performance base now. It could actually raise in performance once they dial all the heat treats in. So I think if you're looking for a slicer knife, you're not looking for a super hard use knife, it's going to be one of the better ones to potentially get coming in the next year or so. Yeah, Jeffrey, but they hadn't tested from what I had seen, they haven't tested going long term on the hardness versus the drop off of toughness, because a lot of the performance was showing it like 60 to 61, 62 tops. I think if you're pushing into like the 63, 64 range, you're going to get up there with some of the highest edge retention steels possible, but I don't know how much you're going to lose in toughness. So that's something that they're still working on. Maddie, it's going to be up there. Yeah. It's going to be one of the best, probably the best all around steels. It's not the best at anything specifically doing it. Robin, okay. So let me throw this out there. Everybody who claims steel's chippy, there's not necessarily any specific steel that is chippier than others. It's how it's heat treated and how it's used. If you're getting a high HRC performance based steel and you use it with any type of downward hard pressure, then you're going to have issues with deformation, whether that be in rolling or chipping. It's designed to be a slicing knife when you start getting into those crazy high HRC steels. Because you can't have all three categories. You can't have corrosion resistance, toughness, and edge retention. You have to have one of those has to be a little bit lower on the scale. So that's why
why can't we design a steel that'll do all those?
Because you have to have a balance point in the way steels are made. The harder you make a knife, the less tough it's going to be based off of that.
Because you're putting more different materials in to get one attribute over the other, right? So
correct. There's always a balance point. So you have to figure out what's most important to you. That's why I've always said Magna Cut is the best all around steel. It's not the best at any one category, but it's the most balanced steel to get performance. You can push it to where it gets better performance than other steels, but it gives up certain things in certain categories. So what you want out of your steel is based off of the use case of that knife and use case of that tool. So I think that the whole chippy thing drives me crazy is that people you have one side that's going to go, okay, fine. If you have your knife really, really hard, you potentially have chipping because it can be brittle. Also depends on the grind, the geometry of a knife. You can take a knife that's tougher, run it past the point of edge stability, and have it chip. So it's a knowing what the steel's good for, what you're going to use it for, and what the heat treat is done to will all determine how that reacts. If you try to take let's say a Rex 121 knife and go out and baton with it, yeah, you're going to have issues. But if you take a Rex 121 knife, make it 3/16 inch thick and 35 thousandths behind the edge, then yeah, it's going to be tougher, but you're not gaining any performance out of what you would compared to running it thinner. So, and you're still not a tough knife. If you wish, Luke, you got to be able to get it outside of your zipper first. The ability for it to perform is more about the geometry and knowing what the use for it is. So people using their knives incorrectly is more part of the chippiness than the actual steel's fault. So I think, and to me, that's an old fuddy-duddy thing that you're going to hear that from a lot of the old guys that always want to
be able to hit something and not have it chip.
No, they always want to downplay stainless because they're stuck on their old carbon ways. And that's okay. Like they can like what they like, but they always are like, oh, well, it's chippy. Everything that's come out, they've always been like, it's chippy, it's chippy, it's chippy. It's because they don't know, frankly, what they're talking about. And secondly,
you talking about my case buyers?
Correct. And
you talking about these 85-year-old people that come in and give me so much shit for not knowing what I'm talking about? You're talking about those people?
Correct.
Okay. Check.
So again, it comes down to what are you using the tool for? Pick the right steel for that tool, have the correct geometry, and treat it the best you can. And at that point, you're going to have the ideal tool for what you're doing. And not all tools are created equal, and that's why there are different steels for different tools. So, and there's no such thing as a perfect steel. I've said this with somebody before asking what's a perfect steel. There is no such thing. If you want just something that's an all-around steel and you want a stainless, then MagnaCut is probably your answer for an all-around steel. If you want performance-based and you don't care about toughness, then there are other better options.
When you say performance-based, are you talking about a kitchen steel?
No, I'm talking edge retention. There are plenty of
knives and your stuff like that, your Rexes.
Yeah, so like your Rex 121s, your 15Ds, those are things that are going to have better edge retention, but you're going to lose out on toughness.
Now 15V is the one that's going away, right? Because you can't anneal it or something. Okay,
but the way that they had Niagara was doing the rolling on it was it had to be done at their facility because they were the only ones that had the machine to heat it and roll at the same time.
Cicero, I sure can't teach editing.
On what are you trying to edit? Are you talking about videos? Look, if you're talking about videos, what did he say? We can go back up to where his first comment was.
Kyle, I'm telling you, you need to enter that SKOOL program and start teaching during the.
No, I want nothing to do with it.
All you do is just have a class and people show up.
You can take what I'm saying and go do it and make money on yourself. I don't really want to do it. Cicero, look up. There's a free program that's possibly the best in the business, and you don't need to get into and they also have a paid version of it, but you don't need to pay for it. Just get the basic one and get DaVinci Resolve. It'll work on Mac, PC, iPad, any of that stuff. And then go to YouTube. There are tons of tutorials on there. You can make it as easy or as difficult as you want. You can make it to where you're just doing basic editing. You can also do it where you're doing full-on color grading and doing like Rec 709. You can do anything you want with DaVinci, and it's free. It's actually more like prime time studios, like making movies, use DaVinci more than they do Premiere. So get the free version of that, play around with it, and then also look at some tutorials on YouTube, and you'll be up and running.
That's good to know. So that's for video editing, Kyle?
Correct.
Yep, DaVinci Resolve.
Luke, I've got trackpads, I've got wireless mouse, everything I have, and I've got a mouse pad. I've actually got a desk pad that I've had on here before, but when I'm constantly moving back and forth between this and sharpening, it's easier to have this. And I like having the ability for macros on my mouse.
And I will say this: doing streams, I've even run a LAN cable to my laptop. I believe in hardwiring shit when you can have stuff go out anyway, because I have stuff go out. My headphones go out all the time, and I would never do wireless headphones, even though I do wireless headphones for everything else. But I would never do them for a stream.
My Wi-Fi is good enough; I don't have to worry about that, thankfully. But I also have mine partitioned off. This has got priority.
Yeah, I don't have anybody else using it, except I've got it blocked off to any creepers. But and it says I've got strong Wi-Fi, but I just always have run my landline to it. I feel safer that way.
I don't feel like crawling. I don't feel like crawling through the attic and doing cable drops.
See, I didn't do that. I did the snake across the floor, and then I've got it coiled up and taped down because I'm a bachelor.
Well, I'm like,
but Richard would freak out if he saw my house. It's cleaner than it's probably been, and my people didn't even come by and look at it.
I'm like 60 or 70 feet away from my main routers. So
that would be
I'm not running cable unless I'm taking it through the wall and dropping it down through the attic.
Yeah, and that's something I'll try to plan for any future moves, is to have my high speed close to where I want to stream from, because I do like being able to drag a LAN cable to it.
Well, I've got multiple routers. I got mesh point set up, but I've got the other one is downstairs, so it's even further away.
Hero 6 has got a question for you, brother Kyle.
Top 3 to 5. Luke, that's not a bad option. There's a qualifier to this. Is it 3 to 5 that I own, or 3 to 5 that I think are like top tier that I would want to purchase? Because that's a totally different ballgame. Because there's stuff out there that I want that I can't afford to own. So, let me know that, and I can both. Shit. Now you're okay. If I had to do top 3 that I would probably, that aren't like one-offs or grails or all that. I mean, like complete unicorns. I would say a Utzler Duck would be up there. A Rip Knives Fury, and
I'm over 2.
And probably a Laconico custom of some point. And then behind that would be a Kirby Lambert custom. That would probably be my top 4 of ones that I don't own, because I don't. Of ones I own, favorite wise, let me grab. So these are probably These aren't the 5 or 4 or 5 that I think are necessarily the most carried, but the ones that I like, whether it be the way that they're designed, the build, all that kind of stuff. I have a hard time doing that even. Okay, so one would be my Eclipse that I've customized. That one. The
Beautiful
two-face.
knife.
Copper and black Cerakote on one side, and then copper and black Cerakote on the other side.
And there's the Brian Hologron.
Satu, Dave Hologrind
Satu.
on that one. Here 6. The Kirby, the rain was great. The next one that's probably in my top, just solely because of meaning behind it and also how well it's done, is Aurelia is absolutely phenomenal. And for the price point, I don't think there's a better knife on the market if you want a tie frame lock.
I've got to get one of those eventually. That's probably my number one want to get knife now.
Customize my Freeman Rook.
God, that looks brownie.
It is absolutely phenomenal. And then it's a toss up between I've got some cool customized pieces, but it's not so my McNeese is fun because I like the swerve pattern on it. This one because it's a little bit more unique. That is the MBK XL-C, extra large carry. And it's the integral one that they made. And they discontinued that a while back.
Frame lock or liner? Frame, yeah.
Frame. That one's, and it has some meaning to that one. No, it's not the easiest C.
Oh, I know, Richard.
And then just some blade shapes I think are phenomenal. I love that Tanto. I think they absolutely killed it on that. I love that Tanto.
You know who else has got a really sexy Tanto is Dave Warren Wolf. Tuya Wolf. It's got a little recurve to it. Have you seen that? It reminds me of that. That's gorgeous.
That blade shape is awesome as well too.
That's a good one too.
But my most carried are not necessarily those knives. I carry Mannix a lot. I carry PM2. I carry my ABW. I got an ABW Warney with custom vintage micarta scales on there.
That's gorgeous.
That's up there. I do carry my Rook some, and I do carry my Aurelia some, but not heavy use. So those are the ones that are my quote unquote bangers or whatever else, but I don't.
One of the ones I'm waiting for a cool one is a ABW that's coming in that I'm excited about.
I still want I want an ABW Thug. I don't know that that's ever going to happen or not, but I hope so because I think it would be amazing.
God, I mean, it would just be awesome. The Thug needs to be, and I can't think of anybody else to do a folder. Yeah, $280 Hero Sticks, and that Aurelia is. It feels great in the hand. I was blessed to hang out with Sharif at Blade Show when it really took off. I guess when the hype was realized by the masses. Yeah, Hero Sticks. I love the ABW slip joint.
Yeah,
hit the like button.
I remember having the prototype in, and I could not wait for it to be made. I was Jones, and that was a year before it came out. I wanted that prototype so bad.
The Aurelia?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. What a great knife. I mean, dude, that thing like you say, it's as well built and is well designed. I think that's where you've got to give a lot of the credit to. The design lends itself to be just a wonderful knife.
And there's a lot of things that are in the design that if you don't make or are not tight with how things are made, as far as knowing people who do make stuff, that you wouldn't pick up on. But it's the little details of this knife that makes it so impressive. Whether it's the chamfering, the rounding of certain areas, the clip, the way it's designed,
The way the clip's designed is perfect.
the stop pin. There are so many little details on this knife that set it above other people in this class. It's really, really impressive. And I don't know if it'll ever happen or not. And I've told him this multiple times, and it's a desire, long-term goal, but not current goal. But I want this to be a USA mid-tech. And I think even at 550, he would absolutely sell quite a few of these, and it would be a staple.
What would it take to do that, manufacturing wise, Kyle, when you say mid-tech?
So there's not necessarily right now currently a turnkey process for him, and that's kind of what he was looking for. He doesn't necessarily want to do the mid-tech as far as actually doing assembly and fit and finish and that stuff. He wants it to be made, and there's not necessarily a direct. That's not bad though.
That's not bad. Yeah.
I
So
get
for that knife. That knife is worth. Yeah, that's is it one of the damage steel or is it just a regular tie?
No, regular tie.
Wouldn't be a damage steel.
Arizona is always a little high, but that's not bad, honestly, because you can't get them.
It's first run.
He did 2 batches, so basically he did one.
His first run.
Yeah, he did one that came out, and then he did a second batch because they sold through and he sold out. The second batch
changes were made, were they, or were they?
No. The second batch that came out was recently, and it sold out in like a minute or less. They're something crazy, but they're not. I am not. This is
Luke. That's funny.
Luke, I agree. That's funny, but this thing is never leaving my collection. It's a forever.
Yeah. I hear you, Hero Sticks. I mean, where's my credit card?
Yeah, dude, it's worth every bit of $325. And I'm the first one of I don't like spending big money on.
I'm so glad you love that knife,
overseas manufactured knives, but the way that this is done and who's behind it and the level of detail to the design, it's worth it.
Yours has got the Kyle touch too.
Awesome, dude. I'm glad you like the fret, Shady.
And that stout's awesome. One of the knives I never purchased one. I reviewed a stout V2, but I never, for some reason, it looked like a Pelican to me. Every other knife that Lefty's done, I like better than the stout. Me personally.
I never got into that.
I had a Buzz. I've still got a couple of mashes. I had several nips. I've got one nip still. Got a nip slip.
I've got 2.
Yeah, but they're not as nice as Shane's.
No, I don't have milk duds.
Yeah, Paul, to me, it was just the look. You know, I like the Buzz. I think the Buzz was my favorite of, the Buzz or the Lush. Was it called the Lush? The one he just did the V2 of? For Riot, the one I've got is Concept with OEM.
Yeah, Concept did the Lush.
And then Riot did the Lush V2.
I don't know, maybe. The
Kyle, who makes the Rook?
David Freeman Customs. If you want a David Freeman custom, find one secondhand. Do not buy direct.
Is he that kind of guy, or is just timing? Or both?
I don't like. He's had some issues with some people in the community and made it right, but done wrong by him originally. So
Made it hard. Made it harder
Yeah.
than it should be.
If you separate him from his work, then yeah, just buy it secondhand and you'll be good to go.
Copy that, Hero Stick says.
One of the best detents I've ever had on a knife. I don't know. It has a springboard feeling.
Yeah, they're
when I put-
custom. That
yeah,
big?
when I put, no, this one here.
Oh,
the Rook.
that. Gotcha.
So when I get it and it releases, like it actually feels like a trampoline, like a springboard comes out. Let me see if you can hear it.
Sounds like a
Like he-
delayed detent, almost like a shot.
If that comes through or not at all.
I mean, it sounds super crisp.
It's a unique feeling more than any other knife that I have as far as the detent. It's phenomenal.
What attracted you to it? I mean, I've never seen it or heard of it until you showed it to me.
Someone that I used to do a lot of work with and work for on knives and stuff turned me onto it, and then we ended up working out a arrangement. He had it, and we did some work and some trading and some buying and some other shit to make
facilitate it, changing hands.
Yeah, to make that acquisition.
Gotcha. Nice. That is a very, very cool knife, that 112 range. Sounds like a Wolverine claw, Jeffrey Dawson says. Kyle Bloom for it. He's tiptoeing around saying it.
If I could have done that and not paid, Luke, come on, man.
You would have jumped all over that?
I'll save money if I can.
That's funny.
Oh, speaking of, here's another cool blade shape that you don't see around much. It's a OEM piece, but the custom maker makes some really cool stuff.
Is that a Wii?
Yeah, that's a Wii. That's
What's
the maker's TNT
Okay.
Customs.
So it's like a Tonto, I guess, right? But a recurve Tonto?
No, just it's a flat Tonto there, and then it goes up and it's straight.
Okay, it looked like there might be a little bit of recurve at that top part where it turns up, but I guess not.
Nope.
Did you just sharpen it for him?
No, this is mine.
Oh, that's yours. Oh, gotcha. So what's the action on it? Pretty sweet?
Yeah. No, the stovepipe was a different guy. Here it sticks.
We does some great work. My what's it called? My Nefaris, I think it is, has got great detent.
This isn't a very big guy. This is a small guy, but the way it's designed, I mean, you can still get pretty close to a full grip on it. It's nice, but you like the size of this. It's like a 7 1/4 inch knife.
And the blade looks very usable.
Yeah, blade's awesome. I like stuff that's not necessarily
Doesn't look like something else. Yeah.
the run of the mill, except for Luke's gonna make fun of me again because I don't care, but
Laconico.
But Laconico is the quintessential best small drop point designer of all time, because it is so hard to make something simple, unique, and your own style, and the best out there. And he is hands down the best small drop point designer of all time.
And do you
he
think
does other stuff, but that's his signature.
Yeah, I've had some of his Kaiser collabs. I've just never, I don't know why I've personally never been attracted to it. Maybe because it is so understated, elegant that I just don't notice it as much. Because they are beautiful designs. I had the MBK, what was it called? The Warncliffe one before they did the big one, Slayback. That was a Laconico, wasn't it?
Yeah. This
I
one,
love that
Luke.
knife.
That one, Luke. That's a Laconico.
Yeah, I mean, it does have a just sick look. I mean, do you think a lot of it's his scale, that handle line?
I mean, that's a signature of his, but also just the shape
Wait,
to it, and just the little thing, the proportion of the height versus the length. Um, how the tip actually drops at almost the same angle on almost all of his. He's just iconic when it comes to that. This one's kind of like the Rosalinda, where it's got a single-sided stud on it.
I got you.
And here's the Rosalinda,
Josh, what's up, brother?
single-sided stud.
And that's the one that's got your great, and you just got your buddy to Cerakote those, right?
Yep.
Using that same color. That's gorgeous, dude. And the single thumb stud doesn't bother you?
No, because it's great. This
Yeah,
is
I'm sure.
it's. I had to tune it. It was pretty light. But this is one of the scariest I actually watched this. I mean, if I'm straight up and down.
It'll come right down your finger.
Oh yeah, it's a guillotine.
Damn. It was
A
that a
little light.
3.75-inch blade, or is that a 3.5?
Somewhere in that range.
Yeah, it
I
looks
think
like
three.
it's a
I
pretty
think
good sized knife.
yeah. I think this one's 3.5. The XLC is 3.75 or 4. One of the two. It's a bigger knife. But yeah, what's up, Josh? I'm a big Laconico fan just because I like the classiness of it, and he just knocks it out of the park as far as basic, great ergonomic, simple
How old
designs
of a
that
guy is he now? I've always heard of him, but is he a 40-year-old guy? Is he a 50-year-old guy? 60?
I'd say probably the late 40s, early 50s, maybe.
Gotcha. Okay. A little bit older than Sanford.
Yeah.
Vision FG is a great knife. Absolutely great knife. I say the Vision FG. I've got both the Vision R, the Wii version right here, and I've got the Vision FG, the Civivi. And I like the action on the Civivi. One thing I like about the Civivi is it's got thumb studs, so you get better action. One thing I like about the Wii is the unconventional clip, because that unconventional clip works very well in jeans pockets. But the Snex lock, the spring is different. Lockup's a little different if you take it apart, but just the Wii is decent, but the Civivi is money. I just wish they kept this clip.
I don't. I never got behind that because I'm not a big fan of that lock mechanism. I don't like Demco's necessarily either.
Yeah, the Snex is a little different because the spring.
Right. I mean, I've held both of those, but I'm saying I just never could get really until recently. I had a 80/20 that came through that I kind of started to like a little bit, but as a general rule, I don't really care for that locking mechanism. Even though it's a great lock mechanism, it just for me doesn't feel the best.
My favorite Wii is this one right here. And the Ferris.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Dude, this thing is so good. I mean, the detent is so crisp. Not my style necessarily when you look at it, but Jared did a review on it, and I bought the hype, and I'm glad I did. Because it's just a sweet 20 CV thin.
I just can't get behind their pricing structure now.
No, and this was, I don't think it was under 300, but I don't know how much. I used to spend a lot of money on knives I didn't need, like this one, but I like it.
Hold that thought. Hang down the fort. I'll be right back. I gotta get something to drink.
All right, brother. I'll show y'all my some of my other wild purchases. Started with the Brandon Thrasher sweet purchase, my Wee Roxy 3. And that's what turned me on to Tide Knife and Tool, their design language, with those 3 holes and that kind of steampunk vibe. Well, then I realized that Tide Knife and Tool had been doing collabs with Bestech. So I got an Exploit, and then I got a Shodan, the Exploit's big brother, same 3 holes, all from that Wee Roxy 3 purchase. And then I went on the wild side and I didn't get the Datrix, but I got the second to the last collaboration that I was into, which is this wicked little Warncliffe. And I even forget what it's called. It's a Bestech. Got a regular flipper. I mean, put your eye out sharp. It's called the, I want to say maybe it's the Malware. That's a gorgeous little knife. Knives that I don't have a use for. You know, you say every knife has to have a use case. This might be to remove splinters. I don't know what else except sticking this inside of somebody's head. This would be used for. And then you'd probably break the tip off. But it's a cool tool. Cool tool. Cool tool. That makes me think we need a little bit of backing my bag up.
Backing my bag up. Conscious.
That's right. Backing my bag.
I do this shit for real. When we was down and we had nothing, we had to share a meal. We put the shit in overdrive with no steering wheel. Shorty throw that thing back in a pair of hills. Yeah, she be riding up.
I'm such a producer. See if y'all are asleep. Mike is muted. Mike is muted. This is very pokey stabby, but it's also very ergonomically interesting. And I carry it. I carried it earlier this month. It's got a good clip. All of them have good clips, but I still say my favorite is the blunt, the first of the pack. And we made a much better knife than Bestech. And Bestech did a great job on those 3, but this little Wee Roxy 3 was probably one of my first Wee Grails that Brandon Thrasher, knife reviewer, that came before me, sold me. I think I paid $250 for this from Brandon. Great little knife. I used to have a thing for street cleavers. I say street cleavers. Like my EMP EDC Thick Boy. This is a V1. I mean, that's not a very... It's good for cutting cardboard, good for opening cat food, doing the stuff I do, but I just thought it was a very cool knife. And I've got a Berg Blades Slim, another street cleaver. Again, good for cutting stuff up. I think it makes for a good EDC knife. I love the carbon fiber on this one. It's really different. It's got like this flower pattern and this kind of dark gray tumbled titanium. That is the Berg Slim, another little cleaver. And I've got some long cleavers, like my Vero Axon. I've also got this in a fixed blade. This knife has got sick drop. I mean, scary drop. Whoops. I've got some G10 scales for it too. But this is one of my favorite odd shaped knives. This is a Best Tech Syn, SYN. Hollow ground L-Max. Cash money knife. And it's got a weird little history to it where it was beyond EDC's collaboration. Something happened during that collaboration. And when I went to Blade Show in 2023, this was on Best Tech's table with the Best Tech pivot. And I think I picked it up for $2.25 at the time. Maybe $2.85. I can't remember. Got a liner lock. Really nice knife. Really deep. Hollow ground. L-Max blade. You can see that on the pivot. But unique. I don't know what kind of whoop-de-doos you'd call that on the blade, on the spine, but it is definitely unique. Boom. But yeah, I was kind of into the big cleavers, street cleavers. Not as pointy, stabby as my video. I love this knife. I've got some carbon fiber, regular carbon fiber, shred carbon fiber scales that this came with. And then I bought these jungle carbon fiber scales that I put on it just to make it stand out. But this is a killer knife. Brother Lord Needham, thank you for trading with me or selling me this knife. I forget which you did. You made it available to me. That's an all nice voodoo. One of my more favorite imports. Great design. And then Brother Paul Mills traded me this sweet flipper. Brian Nadeau, Sharp by Design. Tempest. A full-size banger. Richard, I love Warnies too. Warnies are probably, I don't have as many, but they're probably all in all my favorites. Like my old Jason Grant gripper. That's an OG. Got a regular flipper tab. Got a front flipper. Whoops, I missed it. Gotta get my hand out of the way. It's got blade hole. It's got a fuller. Got a wicked choil. This one was hollow ground. It's a big knife. The Gripper V2 is a good bit smaller than this. But yeah, I've got some Warnies.
Sorry about that. My dog had to go out too.
I don't have as many warnies over here as I thought in my import box. This is an interesting knife that never sold out that I would have thought did better. This is that I forget what it's called, but it was a limited.
Luke's projecting a lot tonight, isn't he?
Luke is projecting, or he's calling you out.
No, the dog had to go outside too. So
yeah, the 4-inch Harsey is just a great knife. The only thing I wish is the grind was a little different. Even though it's not meant to have a different grind, and it cuts things. Where is my Harsey? There it is. Hey, Dougie! Dougie! I'm glad I don't have the speakers on because old Puck would freak out. That's one thing Puck, when I guess he was a stray cat or a feral cat, he did not like dogs. He must have had some run-ins because every time a dog barks outside, he flips the fuck out.
yeah, he was fair, even less good against Ryder than he would Tippy.
That knife does feel good in the hand. The Harsey.
Yeah, it just needs a regrind.
Yeah, that's the only thing. Or if you're just using it for a hard use knife.
Right. I mean, for a daily though, for an EDC knife, it needs a regrind. But for if you want to hard use it, then yeah.
I've got got my 3 1/4. I've got it in another case. This is a knife I need to carry more. I don't carry that enough. I don't feel comfortable with the clip.
Why?
It just feels wimpy in my jeans. It just feels, I know it's not. It's held plenty of these knives in people's pants.
Just don't put it on your lap when you get out of the car.
No doubt.
You're gonna leave it at a rest stop.
Bite your tongue. And at first I had wanted a flipper delete, or I thought I did, and I'm so glad I didn't get one because the flipper on this thing is delightful.
Agreed.
I need to take it apart though because I put skiffs in it and it's not dropping till I put it like right there. It used to drop from.
You might just need to clean and oil your detemp ball.
Yeah. You're probably exactly right.
Just take one of those little small Q-tips, clean the. Yeah. You don't have to take it apart. Just clean the detemp ball off.
You're probably exactly right. I'm gonna do that real quick. Hold your thought.
Crispy, yeah, he did a good job on those. What's up, Mango Gerbil?
Man, that wouldn't have been nearly as tricky if I didn't have to move that around. Fucking Puck, who's sleeping. That cat makes growling noises when it feels you creeping around her when he's sleeping. Like a mountain lion. All right, there's a little oil on there. See if I can get it to drop.
We got to work it in first.
I know. Oh, dude. I see some crud. No. Crud. There we go.
You get compressed air?
Huh? No.
What'd I say, Richard? I didn't hear what I said.
me get a little more KPL on my stick. I think I dry stuck it. Let me put a little goo in there. Makes me kind of hungry.
Yeah.
Yo quiero. Yo quiero Taco Bell.
I had omelets for dinner.
What'd you have?
Omelet.
How was it? What'd you have in it?
Ham, cheese, onion, green pepper, or not green peppers, green onions as well too. And then it's a little bit of spices.
Everything but jalapenos?
Yep. What's up, Knife Knot?
I wonder why it doesn't want to drop. Just takes that little push, which it used to not take. That could be my skill.
What's the check your? Is there any side to side play?
Yeah, looks like no, but it my driver.
Yeah, this might need to be retuned. Luke, he's treating it like you next to a cliff. It's not going to just let you drop. He's going to push you and then watch you drop.
Pivot was hand tightenable. I didn't even have to put it in my driver.
It was a little better.
Yeah, it's dropping now. It was actually too loose. Now when it just comes straight down, see?
What do you mean, Luke? Breakfast food for dinner is amazing.
Let's see if I can put my tools back without getting bitten by my cat.
I hope not. I hope they bite you.
Dude, the head on this cat's impressive. And Shane will tell you, he still doesn't hold any weight on Tippy. Tippy's a much smaller cat and kicks his ass at will. I mean, owns him. Hold on. Got to stick my KPL back in its slot, man. I'm ahead of the game. We want cat bite content. Drink water, it happens. For about $100. I'll tell you who makes a good pen, and I've got some tactiles, but Big Idea Design Company has a basic where do I have it? I think it's in my bag. I carry it quite a bit. It's a titanium pen. Not as nice, but let me pull it up. It's a very nice pen.
Knife Nut, what are the parameters? Are you looking for like something fidgety, or are you looking for like a nice like writing instrument? Because there's a big difference.
Age verification.
And do you want
07.
And do you want something in a ballpoint rollerball? What are you looking for? Me too, Todd. Me too.
Damn, I'm showing a pen, dude. You're talking writing instruments. You're qualifying too much.
Well, there's a big difference between
bolt action pens.
Like a tactile pen is not a writing instrument. It is a fidget toy, and it's not a great.
If you put a good
no,
if you put a good roller in it,
for the price of what you can get that for, you can
What are
get
you
a lot
writing?
of pin.
Here, this is
I'll
the
show
one I
you.
got, the $65 Teflon bolt action pen. Get it raw titanium. I got mine in titanium DLC. A little bit shorter. But that's one I recommend for the price because I want to see what Kyle's got because he's probably got better ones. Here's a mini.
I got classifications of pins. So like a daily banger.
Let me see. Hold on. I'll make you
a daily
big.
bang. No, you don't have to, but that's okay. A daily banger is just the Zebra 701. They're like under $10, and
yeah, but it's not
all
not bolty.
All metal construction clicker, and it takes all the
yeah. That's a great pen.
This is a phenomenal daily pen. Okay, if you want to get into writing instruments, you could do something like that's a Visconti.
I like that clip.
That
a fountain pen or a roller ball?
No, this is a roller ball on this one. Here is another one. Both of these are slightly over what a tactile is. That's a Waterman roller. Very, very nice writing on this one. Then you could get into fountain pens, but I don't necessarily EDC a fountain pen unless you're going to be a
real estate agent.
No, unless you're going to be having it inside a bag. I wouldn't put it in your pocket or just because in case you do.
No, they bleed. I had a Waterman just like that, except it was a fountain pen.
So you got different options when it comes to that. But so like even something like this, I think these retail for like high 150 to 200 range. You can pick these up on sale for under $100, and this is a much better pen than any tactile. But again, this is made of resin. This is made of resin, so it's not going to be as durable as like a tactile. But this is going to be a better.
What insert do you put in there? Just the one that comes it's proprietary inserts?
No, this one takes different types, but like I typically like some of the Schmidts or the proprietary ones for these. The Waterman is I think I've either got a Waterman or I've got a Mont Blanc insert in this one. Let me see. What's in this one currently?
This one.
Another option too would be Otmog. Otmog makes some cool stuff. I think he's out of Canada, but everything he makes is out of stock typically.
Well, these big idea designs will use any Schmidt P900 refill and is compatible with Parker style refills, so you can customize your writing experience. And I know that doesn't mean the feel of the writing experience, but it's got the bolt action.
Yeah, this one's
got it's less than $100. It's 65.
My Waterman's got the Waterman insert. So these are what I keep in my like backpack, and then the fountain pens stay at the other desk.
In your fanny pack?
No, at the other desk.
I'm kidding.
But honestly, for like a daily banger,
some really nice ones. I'll show you a Tucson. That was $35.
Honestly, though, I keep this and use this probably more on the desk than I do anything else. Let me show you.
That's a $35 Tucson from White Mountain Knives that runs on, I think it runs Parker's P900s. I can take it apart, but it's got a nice fidgety bolt.
Yeah, there's the Waterman, the Zebras, and then there's the Parker insert, and I got Schmidt inserts as well too.
But that's from China.
They actually make an insert adapter for this, where you can put a Fisher Space Ink
Oh, really?
cartridge in that one. Yeah.
Also got. There was a company called Refine back in the day.
Yeah, they make some cool stuff for the price point. I remember them.
All right, I got to get on my knees. Y'all hold the jokes.
Yeah, he does.
Yes, I do.
So that's why I was asking Knife Nut, because I think depends on how hard use you're going to be using it, what type of pen you get. I don't know if let me see if Opmog still makes anything. They had some cool stuff.
That's a Refine. It has a little check mark like Bolt that is unique in the way it.
Yeah, they don't have everything in stock. They never do. They
Does
make some cool
Refine even
stuff.
make pens anymore?
That I don't know.
A good clip. Most of my pens are in oh, here's a tactile standard barrel. I had a slim, but I traded it. Here's a sweet little Tucson that happens to be in here. I don't know why. This is a double detent, but you can flick it. Pow.
Here's this guy. Those are good.
Ooh.
But they're never in stock. Those aren't bad. Those are 160. What's that?
Do you have to order them if they're not in stock? Do you just like place an order and wait?
No, you just wait till it does drops. So
I got you.
they're hard to get though, and does some brass ones as well too.
Best flashlight, $35 can buy the MSeer. It's got a menu that'll drive you crazy. Customizable to a flow. What's up, D Metal?
Knife Nut. There's layman's are okay. Yeah, the layman's are okay, Dawson. You could do something like a Quaco Sport. Let me see.
Quaco.
Hang on a second.
I'm liking this Be Sexy. Unboxing tomorrow if I don't fall asleep. With watermelon scales. Pink, just like I like it.
Does he want I'm on another page looking. Does he like aluminum? Does he like brass? What's he looking for? Tie? Does it have to be tie?
I think originally it was titanium.
Okay.
Titanium bolt action.
Oh, okay. Let's see then.
A little cut test. I probably need to strap this back. Yeah, that's very, very thin.
What knife you looking at?
Who?
You.
Oh, I'm playing with this Be Sexy.
Oh,
This one that BEDC designed to you, collab. Did you see it earlier when I unboxed it?
no, but you showed me.
Different looking knife. Needs a little lube. But it's got a very light hollow ground blade. That's part of it too. Front flipper. Pow. Right in the kisser. Bang. Bang. I noticed Bees was sending pictures from SHOT Show from Ramet's booth. I wonder if he asked Kaiser.
Don't know.
I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
Sorry, I'm looking for something for him real quick.
I'm gonna grease up my detent ball a little bit here too. There. I'm getting hungry. I'm getting hangry.
That is one thing you're completely wrong on, Luke. I do definitely know.
Very cool little knife. I'm impressed with BEDC's design. I'm gonna have to reach out and let him know. Be a great splinter digger. Cat food bag piercer. Or Slurpee saver. Do you find anything there, buddy? You're not sure.
I'm looking. I'm not finding
No.
anything I like necessarily, but I will.
I got you.
Let me
Jim
give
Thomas
me a
knife
little bit of
out
time to look around for that. Did he say he wants roller or ball point?
there. I don't think he specified. Let me go back up and find. Knife nut, you still in here? No, he's got a baseline. He's got the baseline, he says. Just looking at getting a new pin, probably bug out bolt action or tactile turn unless someone has a different recommendation for about 100 bones. That's his he didn't specify.
All right, I may need to do some research and see if I can find anything on that in that range. I don't know. Probably not in Thai, but you might be able to find something in a nice stainless or. Let me see what I can find for you. Just bear with me. Roller.
Bearing with you, brother.
Um,
I'm fighting hanger pains for you. I'll share something while we wait. It's because Richard, it's getting close to taco time. I don't think I'm going to make it over there though. As much as a couple of Mexican pizzas would sound good, I stopped by my little quick stop and picked up my garlic peanuts, and I've got a bag of these. Sound gross, but they're delicious. They're Vlasic pickle balls, which are just like if you picture a Cheez-It ball, but they're green. And they taste like Vlasic pickles, but they've got the consistency of a cheese puff. Gosh darn, those things are good, man. I mean, they're good. Knife Nut 69. That was Women Scorned. That was my reminder to stay single. That was my reminder to just let the sleeping dogs lie. This is also why Kyle looks some good information for y'all.
There's too much water in that kettle. And now the lid's on crooked. And that means disaster for this lady. Because she is on a boat. Don't boil a kettle on a boat.
Don't boil a kettle on a boat. Silly goat. Don't boil a kettle on the boat.
Yo quiero Taco Bell.
Commercial ad campaign ever was. Yo quiero Taco Bell. Quiero. Yo quiero.
All right, I'm not finding it right now.
That's what we did. I did it for 20 years though. I felt like I've lived all sides of the coin. I've lived both sides of the flip, and I prefer the heads. I landed heads up.
Knife done. I'm not finding anything. If I find something, I'll shoot you a message.
Oh, we got one from Richard. Let's see what he shared. Oh yeah, the Olites. Share what Richard shared. That's not a bad $13 option. Boom, boom. That's a mini, so it's a little short guy. Speaking of Amazon, I ordered some shit and I forgot what it was.
Imagine that.
Guitar strings. My acoustic. Last time I was playing Thorn in My Pride for you guys, I broke my high E string. But I'm killing that song now. I've got my electric tune to open G or double drop D, whatever you want to call it. Capoed at the 4th fret, and I wear that song out. I would bring it over here now, but I'm afraid y'all would all start throwing me super chats. I don't have a bank account that'll hold it for my musical grift. Kyle, what do you got before I go eat, my brother?
Not much, man. I don't have anything really else to share with you guys. Hopefully have some cool stuff by Friday to show off.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to Friday. I've got tomorrow's my day off. What's that?
Is this Friday the guest?
Hasn't been confirmed yet.
Okay.
I'll keep you posted though. But we will be Friday in no matter what. And guys, I do appreciate everybody hanging out. I do have to go get something to eat on my couch before my cat takes over my spot. So do me a favor. Y'all look out for the guy or gal to your left. Look out for the guy or gal to your right. Look out for each other. Go forward with love in your heart. And always choose debate, not hate. I love y'all. Peace.
The light went out because we only had a little bit, but are you high on cigarettes?